was thinking about the better days. My youth so happy, my hair so nappy, had an F.
It's a bit rowdy. Oh, hey. Good on you guys.
Yes, Tony. Okay, welcome everybody to Arsenal.
Over to you, guys.
101. Okay, welcome everybody to the live watch along of Real Madrid versus Arsenal, the second leg finals.
I had no idea I was about to start
Welcome,
the stream.
Apollo.
I didn't know. I didn't know you guys had started. I haven't even got the team sheet ready. I need to go and get that now as we speak. How you guys doing?
Garfield, what are you doing here, Garfield? Your mother playing tomorrow, mate.
He's come here to cheer on Arsenal. 10-0 again. Look, he's gone 10-0 Arsenal again today.
He said that last week. Look what happened.
He's our lucky guy, isn't it?
Believe this is the biggest game, guys, for at least 20 years. The biggest game for at least 20 years. Madness. So many matchups in this game. So many one-on-one duels. Where's the game going to be won? Where's the game going to be lost? Really, really exciting to see the events for today play out. Have you guys had your say on the on your prospects, your predictions yet?
No, literally, Cody just started the stream literally 5 seconds before you came in the room.
Oh man, that's sorry guys. I'm not doing. All right, hold on a second. Let's see where we are. Right, I've got the team sheet here, so let me just get it off quickly so we can have a quick look at it. Oh my god! Just without delaying, I'm going for a 2-2 draw today. That's where, but don't be surprised if Arsenal put in another defensive masterclass because that's just who they are. Right, so let's get the team sheet up, guys, and then let's get our thoughts with. Let's go with Vincey. Vincey looks like he can't wait to get going. Good to see you. God bless. Good to see you in health. Here's the team sheet, guys.
Yeah,
It's
I've gone
Raya
for
in goal.
evening all. I've gone for 3-1. I've actually gone for a 3-1 Madrid win.
That's cutting it close. Gary, what have you gone for?
I've gone 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal. And what about you, Lewis? What have you gone for?
I'm with Gary. I think it's going to be a 2-1 today. I think we're going to get the job done. I'm very not overly confident, but confident enough after last week, seeing how the boys rose to the occasion. You know, you're going to have nervy moments and get against, you know, Europe's best team when it comes to this European competition. So, but they should draw upon what happened last week and bring that through into this week. They should be fine.
Yeah, for real, guys. So today, let's just check out the team sheet quickly here. Team sheet is Raya in goal, Timber, Saliba, Kivior. It's the same team, basically. Rice, Odegaard, Saka in the midfield, and Saka, Martinelli, and Moreno are up top. So that's where we are for the team sheet. Bench, Neto, Setford. So we've got two goalkeepers on the bench. That's very strange. He's got Tierney, White, Zinchenko,
So wait, always is in the Champions League.
Yeah, Gower, Francis, Ranieri, Rossack, Butler, and Sterling. I think he'll pretty much go to the wire with all of those players on there. Really, really looking forward to this, guys. So you guys read my thoughts on this. My thoughts was, quite frankly, Arsenal just being so good defensively I don't see Real Madrid scoring more than 2 goals. And so that's not really enough to get them through. But you're at the Bernabeu. This is new. We don't know what's going to happen when they walk past that white line. The experience or lack of, how is that going to play out today? Is it going to be too much of a game, too much of an occasion for them to step up to? Or are they going to be fearless, meet it head on? Mikel's driven the system in training this week. All the signs said 0-0. So it starts from here. And obviously we know Real Madrid don't press. They don't defend from the top. And that just gives Arsenal so much space to build up and transition, which is really what the problem for Real Madrid was in the first game. Tactically, what's your thoughts, Vinci?
I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a tough start. I think the first 10, 15 minutes, if we can get through without conceding a goal, we've done well. I think one thing we've got to be mindful of is when Madrid do have chances and they have chances, they've got the quality to take them. And that's where we've got to try and minimise and snuff out the situations in the game with the crowd, with those opportunities. I've actually gone for a 3-1 Madrid win tonight, only because they're going to throw everything at us. If we can nick 2 goals, great. I think we'll definitely get 1. But I just think Arsenal in the midfield, we should have them. We've just got to stay composed. I think Bobby on the forum mentioned something that's quite vital, that we've got to keep 11 men on the pitch for 90 minutes. If we can do that, we definitely get through.
Gary, what's your thoughts as well? Tactically, where's this going to go?
Yeah, so I pretty much agree with what Vinci has just said. Obviously, I think Madrid were going to come out firing. They beefed up their midfield with Tchouaméni and Valverde, but they've left themselves a bit weaker at fullback with Lucas Hernandez against Martinelli. That's a mismatch all day long. Martinelli should have him on toast. So I think if we keep it tight, don't concede within the first 15 minutes, I think we'll be all right. And I think I'm just hoping that the ref doesn't play a key role in the game. That's my only concern. That the ref is going to do some stupidness, and we'll be down to 10 men or a silly penalty or something stupid like that within the first sort of 15, 20 minutes. But I think if we get through the first 15, 20, Madrid don't want to come at us because they'll be more scared of what we do to them on the break. So I can't see anything else than an Arsenal victory tonight when we go through to the semi-final. I just think we're too strong all over the pitch. We're a complete defensive unit. And yes, they may have come back against Chelsea's and Cities and whatever, but I think we're just in a totally different defensively. So I can't see nothing else than an Arsenal going through to the semi-final.
Lewis, what's your thoughts tactically on where this game's going to go? Where do you see the pigs on troughs, the X and O's?
I feel that the game's going to be won in the Arsenal wide areas. Saka's up against Alaba, Martinelli's up against Vasquez. If we can get them isolated one-on-one, and with the midfield running power of Moreno, Rice, bit of Odegaard, bit of Partey, I feel we can actually nick a couple of goals on the transition if we play the right passes at the right time. We've shown to Real Madrid that if it wants to be a contest of power and pace, we've got it. So it's now down to individual player moments, like Arteta has been saying for the last few weeks. It's they all know the tactic, they all know what they need to do. The longer this game goes at 0-0 or Arsenal 1-0, the more the home fans are going to get on the backs of the Real Madrid players. So if we can turn the tide and kind of make it our own home ground, then we'll be all right.
And Emerson, what's your thoughts tactically on where this game can be won and lost?
Like all the others have been saying, but I've gone slightly different approach tonight. I've got a feeling it could be just 1-1 in the midfield. If Arsenal can if they can maintain their midfield and keep their heads, something like that, and don't give stupid fouls or get a stupid booking for the next leg if they progress to the semi-final, I would say that's where it's going to be won and lost in midfield. I don't think, because we know their firepower, and we know that Bellingham is their powerhouse as well, so things like that. So I've got a feeling that's where it might be won and lost in midfield, and we'll just see what happens from there.
I think the intangibles, and we always talk about those, the undeciding factors that can force teams to do something that they're not notoriously trained or planned to do, that might have also a big effect on the game. And so what I'm talking about is, sometimes teams like to feel each other out, play possession for 20 minutes just to air the game out. But in this instance, much like Arsenal when we were 4-0 down against AC Milan, I believe it was, and then we went back to the Emirates and won the game 3-0, and then we got knocked out there. But in that game, we were just throwing hell for leather. There's always a risk when you do that you get beaten on the counter-attack, and that's probably what Arsenal fans are looking for now. There's even a lot of betting companies that are betting Arsenal will score the first goal and that it will come from a counter-attack. If we look at the betting odds are pretty much in Arsenal's favour. If you put £10 on Real Madrid to beat Arsenal today, you will get £16.20 back. If you put £10 on Arsenal to beat Real Madrid and go through, you will get £47.50 back. So you can see it strongly in Arsenal's favour. Shout out to everybody. Garfield says 4-0 Real. He's got scores all over the place. 10-0, 4-0. 18's got 3-2 to Arsenal. Where have we? We've got Cam saying surprise.
Apollo, you got that wrong. That makes Madrid favourites.
Yeah, I know. But,
makes Madrid favourites.
Yeah, I think that the Madrid was on today's game. The Arsenal prediction of £10 was before the game at the Emirates. So sorry if I didn't point that out.
Okay. Gotcha.
Cam says, surprise, so many nervous here. Arsenal 2-0. It will be light work. Aidan saying, big up to one of our own crew. Chopper saying, hello, Madrid. So he's a Madrid fan. Okay. Cam saying, score could literally be anything. Not sure. D saying, D's in the house. Big up to you, bro. Salute you as well. Big respect to everybody. And guys, before the game kicks off, which is going to in quite a few minutes, I've got the screen closed off because I'm not even finished my dinner yet. But what I do want to say is, when we was watching Amazon Prime, for the first time, our sync was completely by the second. Me, Tony, Gary, for some reason, and I don't know whether this is the way how Amazon Prime works, we were all on the same minute, the same second of the game. So when all the goals and all the action went in, we were synchronized in our opinions and our viewing, which was very, very good. Again, we're back to BT Sports. It's on TNT Sports 1, so that's probably not going to be the case today. We're all going to be on different times all over the place. Shout out to Socials. He's saying we'll be under pressure for a good 20 minutes. Expect long balls into our left-hand side. And I don't really have to worry because we got Timber and Lewis Skelly there holding the fort. So Arsenal players holding in their black jerseys, Madrid in all their white. And we're about to kick off, guys, on my side. Looking for a big game from Saka today. He was a difference maker in the first leg. So excited, so excited. I'll be back in a couple of minutes, guys.
Is it me, or does that shot of Mbappe, he looks a little bit worried? little bit nervous to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I feel we'll be all right.
I think that little
to
chopper is
just let
Garfield's other account.
just let you know there's a couple ex and international coaches died today. I think one of them's I know Dutch. I'm not sure who the other one is. I'm not sure if you saw that. Just I think
No, I
it's
didn't see anything
Brazilian,
about
the
that.
other one, the one on the right hand side.
Yeah, guys, sorry, I'll
There
just
we go.
iterate on that. I'll just iterate on that. This is when this music plays, you just think of Real Madrid. It's kind of their version of North London Forever, and then after this is the Champions League Forever, the Champions League anthem. So that's what all of that there is for. It's more of something which they use to rile up their fans.
Game's off, guys.
So Emerson is the first greyhound out of the casket. I don't know who else it started
Emerson's
for. I'm
watching
about
live.
to kick off now. Have you
I'm
kicked off,
about to
Gary?
kick off as well.
Oh,
Short of
Right.
Marino, referee now.
I've just kicked off. I've just kicked off.
Now. Oh, blood. Ready. Well picked up there. Martinelli's picking up the ball now, and he's driving us out. And it's a throw into Arsenal. Pitch looks a bit soft.
Yeah,
Good run there by Rice. Good strength as well. Well done. Well done.
Easy's gone out. Phone out.
That's it. Just take your time. Take your time. Make sure it's the right throw. Good area, but too long.
So, guys, I'm just trying to sort of see where Arsenal are in terms of their tactical setup at the moment. What they're going to do. To here comes Mbappe running at Arsenal. Vinny Jr. He's got two men on him. He's double teamed. He gets a cross in. It's a goal, but it's offside. Right, Mbappe scores, but he's way offside.
Yeah, it's a good line by Arsenal.
Yeah.
He knows it as well. He knew it as well. Very
he's way
good
offside.
discipline line. Yeah, very good discipline line there from the back.
He's way offside.
From the back four.
So as I said, I'm looking at the lines. I'm looking at the shape at the moment. Very difficult to see where we are. I do believe Arsenal are kicking the ball out now, and it looks like Real Madrid are in press, which we hardly saw in the first leg.
They have to go for it, Apollo. The only way to do that is to force the mistakes.
Yeah. So you lot hear me use the word overloads quite a lot, and in a high build-up play, where Arteta sets Arsenal up 3-2-2-3-1, which is that overload formation. You can see Partey now just gliding the ball through in the midfield to Odegaard. Odegaard on the right to Saka.
First yellow card of the game, guys. First yellow game. Albert's just been booked.
Good. So now what you need to do is give the ball to Saka constantly, one-on-one. Because Alaba used to be, Alaba used to be a really good fullback. Really good fullback.
Oh, that's a dangerous tackle. I just seen the tackle. That's dangerous. That's a dangerous tackle. And I'm glad he's done that, because sometimes managers will say, get physical with them, knock them out of the game, and that's a real nasty one. That is. Look at that. Oh, that's a real nasty one.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
He's about 20 years too late.
Wow.
He's already sick and tired of Saka, and he's barely ran at him.
Up as well.
He's going to get sent off if Saka keeps going at him, which they probably
will.
He
got lucky. He just got lucky there that the studs, it was the side of his foot that connected, not the actual foot up.
Good ball from Saliba there. Just enjoy possession, lads. Just enjoy the ball for a little bit. They're going to be chasing you. Come on. Got to be better than that. There we go. That's better. Open the pitch up. That's better. Yes. Make them come out. Make them run. Well done there, Sketty. Lovely little turn. Bellingham's already in his face already. Ooh, okay.
Oh, God, Saka's had a shot, guys, and just missed the post on the far left side. Close. That could have gone in.
Ooh.
You can see here, Odegaard and Timber really fighting for possession. Saka picks up the ball. He has a shot. It just misses. It's probably a foot wide. Would have been spectacular if it had gone in.
It's a lovely bit of feet by Odie and a great pick out from Timber as well to get it to Saka to even get a shot off there.
Real Madrid again attack on the left-hand side. Is that going to be a free kick to Arsenal? No, it's not. That's weird. Is that on Declan Rice?
No, Moreno.
No, it's weird. I thought that would have been a free kick. Social says Wakanda kit. Usually we'll do them. Tony is watching from the pub. Big up to Tony.
Not free kick profile of Moreno.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
See what I mean about this dodgy refereeing? That's a free kick all day long in the back of Moreno.
Yeah, that's a dodgy one.
All day long.
Oh, lovely bit of skill there. Go on, Martinelli. Open up. Go on. Take him on. Another late challenge. Referee's given the advantage.
Oh, what a save! What a save by Quartar. What a save. Saka, Saka's going to make Quartar earn his money. It was going in. Saka's tonight is going to make Quartar earn his money. Saka wants a goal tonight, guys. Have you guys caught up and seen that?
Yeah, really good play. Madrid, Alaba's going to struggle to cover that. And so is Tuchemeni.
That's a corner to Arsenal.
Why? No, it's a throw-in.
Richbo says, are we going to do it? This Madrid team's reputation alone won't cut it. Arsenal's resolve will kick in. Exactly. Cam saying, you can't be too confident 3-0 up. I don't know when you can be. No guarantees, of course, but coincidence, surely, given at this stage. Guys, I put something on the forum today just talking about how good Arsenal's defense is, and I think people underestimate how hard it is to score against Arsenal at all phases of the game. Doesn't matter whether you're Real Madrid or anybody else. Here comes a corner to Arsenal, but it's caught by Cortez.
It's such a tame corner as well.
Yeah, it's too close to the goalie. When you got a 6'7" goalie, it's too
Yeah,
close.
you need to put it in the corridor of uncertainty.
Yeah.
Penalty spot and 6-yard line.
Yeah, he's tried to score there, Declan Rice.
So Madrid have gone to the left again. They're really using the fact that Vinny Jr. didn't do much in the first game, and everything is coming through him. Oh, it's just been stolen by Declan Rice. Here comes Arsenal on the counter-attack.
VAR decision could be a penalty, guys.
To who?
Oh,
To who?
To who? To Arsenal, I think.
Penalty to who?
Wait and see, guys, because it could
Arsenal.
be a penalty here.
it's definitely for us.
I ain't gonna say
Definitely
who,
for
but
us.
Oh no, it's who's that? Yeah, I think it's Arsenal. It's not really explained. I didn't see anything wrong there.
Tell you what, Declan Rice
Or is it down the other end?
has been.
I don't know. I didn't see any shot. No Arsenal player shouted for a penalty.
First 10 minutes.
penalty has been called, guys.
Absolutely great.
Penalty has been called for Arsenal.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's for Saliba.
for the pull in the on the corner.
Yeah,
They've
that's a
gone
penalty.
way back. It is a penalty,
It
but
is a penalty.
I'll
to
take
Arsenal,
it. Don't
Kirill,
get me wrong.
I
I'll
saw
take
it in
it.
real time, and I thought, hang on. Yeah.
Why didn't you say anything, Vinci? I missed it. I completely missed it. It's a penalty.
With Valverde.
Yeah, you have to give it.
That was in the first. That was in the first game, wasn't it? Jesus Christ!
Yeah, that happened in the first game.
Lucas.
Well done, ref. Well done, ref.
And
Well
Gary's been
done to
moaning
the
about
officials.
Gary's been moaning about the officiating all week.
Well done to the officials. Well done to the officials.
I thought they let that go. I
They-
saw it real time. I was like, nah.
This is where you've got to praise the officials here for
That's a
actually.
stone cold penalty.
Odegaard's taking the penalty, guys.
Oh
Odegaard. Why not
gosh!
Saka? Oh my God!
Well, why? No way, man! Come on, Odie.
Oh, that's a weird one. Anyway,
One thing you've got to rate right now, where Arsenal have started, is the pace has been relentless, up and down.
No, change of mind. Saka's taking it, guys. Change of mind. Saka's taking it.
Oh, he did the old let me hold the ball until
Into
this time.
it's got to be
Come on,
Starboy.
Saka.
It's got to be Starboy.
Come
innit?
on. Come on.
It's got to be Starboy.
Head's almost. The hell?
It's got to be Starboy.
Now look at
He's
Bellingham trying to get into his ear and all that.
He's worked him twice already, and it's 12 minutes gone so far, guys.
It is now 0-0. Saka's dismissed the penalty.
Oh,
Oh, shit. Oh.
Oh my word!
it's a really short run up
Oh
as
my
well.
word.
And there's no cotton.
You don't,
He didn't have any pace on.
Put your foot
Go
forward.
1-0 up there.
I don't understand. Saka didn't have any pace on
Got to
him.
be cute.
Oh, why are you going for a Penenka for? Just blast the ball into the
Oh, I
net,
don't
please.
understand that. That's really stupid.
Why have you chosen that finish?
He tried to be
What's he
cute.
doing there? That's stupid.
Like, why? You're
I don't
never
know
going
why
to get.
he's done that. I don't know why he's done
It
that.
wasn't even right down the middle. Even right down the middle.
Look, guys. Look, it's just the quality of the shot. it doesn't really matter in the mix of things. If he puts more height on that, it's going in the back of the net. It's terrible.
Now,
If
for
he-
me, Apollo,
if he went down the middle, it's going in. He didn't go down the middle.
Yeah, I know. That's where they normally
He went
go
to
when
the
you
keeper's
kick it
side,
like
but
that.
he died.
you know, for me, in a game like this, you don't. No, no. I'm not saying that. In a game like this, where you've been handed the opportunity to be in the ascendancy, and you take a penalty like that, just blast the penalty in.
Yeah,
Just blast it in.
Yeah.
Like what? Why are you making it look fancy? Just put the ball in the net. No, and now
David
this is
Lewis,
going to get
man.
the crowd all hype.
You see,
Like,
the
just put,
first goal in this game.
sake,
There's a
man, he
time to be
never
cute,
does that though.
and that's not the time.
no, he's not. I've never seen him do that
He's-
before. I've never seen him do that
try a
before.
penalty like that in my life.
And if Arteta finishes having a word with him at half time, he probably will never take a penalty like that again.
You see
That's
me as a
probably the most-
teammate as well. I'm getting onto him for it. I'm like, why don't you just do what you normally do and just take the lever off the ball and put it in the corner? If
Well,
the
if it goes
keeper
into the
has to
middle,
make a
it's-
class save.
Yeah, if it goes into the middle, it's a penalty. That's an awful. My word, what have he done? You're at the Bernabeu.
He hardly ever goes to.
Oh,
he hardly
God.
ever goes to his left. He always goes to the keeper's right, to the keeper's left.
Wow.
But anyways, it's done. What is done is done. It hasn't affected, the scoreline as such. We're still 3-0 up on aggregate. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it is.
I mean, guys,
But,
here comes Vinny again on the left-hand side. Arsenal defend it again. It's counter-attack football, really, for Arsenal, to be honest. The thing that we wanted was to ensure that Real Madrid would not score a goal in the first 25, 30 minutes. That is key to this whole match, how it plays out, because an early goal momentum would be just what Real Madrid would thrive off. They're really going at Timber on that left-hand side. Vinny Jr. is hammering that left-hand side.
he ain't doing nothing.
It's a corner.
Yeah,
No,
it has to be a corner.
Oh, I didn't see Timber touch that. I thought Vinny kicked that out. Oh, didn't see contact there. Corner to Real Madrid here, guys. Raya fist that way. It's a long shot. It's blocked into the wall. Yeah, I know. That's what I said, Gary. That's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said.
Well done, good block. And another great block there.
No.
It's like we've gone into our shell, and I'm not liking it at all.
Well, you got to set up like this if you want to create them midfield mismatches, and if you want to play counter attack. So you can see the shape here. The shape's cohesive. It's tight. It's all right. It's more so a 4-4-2 shape. And it's a goal kick to Arsenal.
We're literally saying to Madrid, you can get it out wide and cross it. We'll deal with it all day long.
Yeah. I mean, guys, that Panaka has got to go down the middle, surely.
Just don't Panenka. Just don't Panenka. If you're 3-4-0 up, go for the Panenka, but not 0-0 in a game where that goal that you score from the spot kills the whole tie. Then Real Madrid need 5.
Just go straight down the middle. Don't go to the side.
Guys, that's inexperience.
Don't Panenka it at all.
Well, I agree with that, but I'm saying if you're going to Panenka it, go straight down the middle, because the keeper dives one way or the other. He never stand up.
Lack of experience, man. Lack of experience at this level.
No,
I'll tell you one
can't
thing.
put it down to lack of experience. The guys
Where
Lack of
Madrid
experience.
have improved from the first game is they're pressing us now. High in the tackles, but what's going against them is they're being overly aggressive in the challenge, and they're picking up silly yellow cards. So this is going to play into our hands in the second half. We just got to ride it out.
Miles Lewis is so strong; it is actually unbelievable.
It's really cagey. Declan Rice is bossing the midfield, man. Declan is putting a body on everything. Declan's putting a body on everybody and everyone. He's putting a body on everyone.
Still yet to see Thomas Partey out here at the minute.
Yeah, he hasn't influenced the game yet. 19 minutes gone in the game so far, guys. They've gone route one this
Come on,
time.
Saka,
They've gone long.
Get back, Saka. Lord of mercy.
Oh, Jesus.
We have to track back. We have to double track back on the flanks because we've been open several times. Lewis.
Saka hasn't got the Saka. You can see Saka hasn't got the engine, man.
Yeah.
Well, when you've been out since December, kind of, like Arsenal defending crosses is always, we very rarely concede from a cross. When was the last time we did? Does anyone know?
Got a clue.
Big man Saliba, well done there.
Can do your fancy trick. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. You're gonna have to come up with something special to get past him tonight. He looks like he's possessed.
Oh, great ball. Oh, come on, Martinelli. You could have got that.
Beautiful defending. Beautiful defending that.
Odegaard, why would you do that there?
Come party, you all right then, you lucky guy. Turn. Play it. Ay. Nah, that's not a foul for me.
Lewis, this one's a nail biter, man. It's not.
It was always going to be a nail biter. Don't get me wrong, but I'm still calm. Like I'm just
super confident in our defense.
Vinny got.
Is he giving a free kick? No, I gave the free kick. You ain't got time to turn like that with bloody Benningham and Vinny Jr. on you. You've got to release the ball earlier. Get the ball into Saka's feet and get us up the pitch. Get into Martinelli's feet.
This is where we don't want to play. We don't want to play in silly areas.
100%. Have none, party. Have none of it. That's it. Yeah. You know about that play acting from Spain. Oh my God. Man, this is jokes. This is actually jokes.
Lewis, what?
Just the way these players are all falling down on the floor from the tiny bit of contact. Both teams are at it as well. It's so funny.
The penalty.
It's a penalty to Real Madrid, guys. Penalty to Real Madrid.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah, it's against Declan Rice.
Why would you do that? And the yellow, he has to give it.
Oh, we didn't say that. We didn't have our
They're not
fortune.
gonna.
He didn't even push him. He didn't even push him. Mbappe, yeah, seriously. Son.
Oh my God! Wow! 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 He's barely done any. He's not even. Oh
He hasn't,
my
but
God!
he hasn't. But you know what? He shouldn't have held him because you know what? You're playing
Nah,
at the
that's not
Banner.
a penalty, man.
Listen, whether it's a penalty or not, you're experienced enough to know he shouldn't have held him in an area like that because you're not going to get the call. And he hasn't
All he
got
had
the
to
call.
do. All he had to do was just block his run without using his hands.
You gotta. I'll give Mbappe a yellow for that. That's nonsense.
But the thing is, if you look back at the,
VAR's checking it.
And Rice misses the next match due to the yellow card.
that's if VAR doesn't say to the ref to have a look at this and overturn it.
Rio Ferdinand says it's not a penalty.
But if you're going by,
Just let them have another look at it, and it is what it is.
And he wasn't getting the ball anyway. He wasn't nowhere near the ball.
yeah, but neither was
Check his own goal, and
Moreno
it's quite long.
Well, if it goes on for this long, surely there's a clear and obvious error.
Well, if it was me, I would give a penalty. Because you should because you know what, Gary, the stupidity of putting both your arms around him in a situation like that when you know you're not going to get the call, that's the big problem. It's soft, and you don't see them giving in the Premier League.
He's thrown himself. It's never a penalty in a million years.
Yeah, but then don't put your arms around him. Then don't put your arms around him.
I agree wholeheartedly with you, mate. But I'm just saying that's a poor call from the ref.
Yeah.
If they have to check it for this long, it can't be a penalty.
Yeah, I agree.
It can't be. It can't be clear. Yeah.
If it's this long, then normally it's a no.
How long has it been? It's been about 3-4 minutes already.
Yeah, it has been. Just the sheer stupidity. Two silly acts.
Last week.
We've seen Saka with the penalty, and now we've seen this. So two silly acts here.
Can you send the referee over to have a look at it at least? Shouldn't take this long.
The fact that they've left it this long, though, I agree with Gary.
How can it take this long?
Oh, he's offside. He's actually, Mbappe looks like he's offside. I think they're checking the offside.
Rudiger. No, they're looking at Rudiger,
No,
and then what's his name?
Mbappe was offside.
What's his name? Rodrigo, maybe.
Yeah, I think I've just looked at it again, and Mbappe's actually in an offside position. So even if Mbappe gets on to that ball, he's offside.
I don't know what's going on here, man. This is ridiculous, man.
Rudiger was off, but then Rudiger wasn't in play, was he? The referee.
No, but then Rodrigo was there as well.
Right, referee's on his way to the screen now to have a look, guys.
Can I just ask a question?
I've never
aren't
seen.
The refs supposed to be to mention why they're giving the ref the penalty? You know, in the audio, because I know in the League Cup they gave they announced why they were giving their penalty.
If they're sending a ref to the screen, right, then it's blatantly not a penalty. Otherwise, they're just saying, yeah, it's a penalty. It's not a penalty. However you look at that, it's not a penalty.
Guys, no penalty. No penalty.
Thanks for that.
No penalty.
Oh my God, I can actually breathe. Jeez.
Yeah.
You can have your... Listen, the holding is part and parcel, but when you throw yourself to the floor, the connection of the player is not doing that to you. You're doing that to yourself. You're throwing yourself to the floor.
And rescind the yellow card. Thank you very much.
That took 5 minutes off the clock. That took 5 minutes off the clock.
And it's
Um,
offside as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was completely. Hold on,
How
what's
can the
going
yellow
on here?
card stand on Declan Rice?
How can the yellow
He's
card still
offside,
stand on
so it
Rice?
can't be a yellow card.
I don't understand that.
No, it doesn't. He rescinded
No.
the yellow card. No, he
Would they
rescinded
have
the
to-
yellow card.
Yeah,
Oh,
you would have
alright.
to
He
because
showed him
the yellow
again
card.
and then waved his hands away.
Send it. Send it.
The card is gone.
Oh my gosh, Odegaard, what are you doing?
Odegaard missed the opportunity to have Saka 1-on-1. Oh, Odegaard, man. Odegaard's not
Play
had a
it.
good series, has he?
Why are you
comes Lewis
playing
Kelly.
scared, man?
Sorry, guys, I'm gonna have to go on mute. Sorry for that.
No, that's okay,
Loud,
Vincey. I wanted to get your opinion on the decision.
Go on. Good. No,
Yeah, I mean,
no.
I
Just
mean,
take it.
it wasn't a penalty. I just think you know what, I'm so proud of Arsenal right now. The way they've raised their IQ and the way they're playing and matching whatever Madrid are doing. We don't normally see this, and this is huge tonight to see. You know, even if it was a penalty and it was given,
Got to be stronger than Martinelli.
they're strong. They're strong. We're not giving in, and they're there for the fight. And that's what I want to see this team do.
Yeah.
I'm loving
This
the
is
structural
people have been
discipline
saying,
right
we
now.
could do this, we could do that. Arsenal are a complete defensive unit. We're not like teams that they've come back against before.
Love it. I love this. Yeah, you knock it in long. Yeah, that's right. They
So,
got nothing. They got nothing.
not
They got
really-
no answer.
They've not really given a reason, but they did mention that
given-
Mbappe was in
he
an
was given
offside
offside.
position.
He
Yeah,
was given offside.
yeah, he was in the
That's why
offside because that's the first thing I saw.
We've got extra 5 minutes of the half plus whatever stoppages as well, man. So it's
Yeah,
probably another 7 or 8 minutes, I reckon.
I'm on 30
Added
minutes
on.
and 20 seconds.
Make it back, Martinelli. Well done. Make it back. Make it back. Keep
Here,
tracking.
here
keep
comes Real
tracking.
Madrid on the left-hand side. It's Mbappe! He just goes wide.
Oh, Pella, don't do that. The way you do it, man, it's like they've scored. Please,
They scored, I
man.
would have told you, bro, man.
I'm seriously,
No,
this
it's
club
just
is
the way you did it.
He's tried to turn
This
it.
club is going to be the death of me, man.
Just go away.
I can't.
But that's not just wide. That's
poor little
well wide. That's well wide.
Vincy,
Man said it's
Vincy.
just gone wide.
My
What?
poor little tiny heart. Here
can't
comes
do it,
Arsenal on the left-hand side. Martinelli through to Declan Rice. That's a good ball. Declan's there running at defense. Here comes Arsenal. Odegaard out onto the right with Saka. Saka 1-on-1. Chelsea and Odegaard. Shoot! Oh,
Odegaard.
oh, what a waste. Oh.
Do you know what? Get Wanyeri on in his place. Let Wanyeri have a little go there. Because you know Wanyeri's opening his body up on his left foot and having a go and saying, do you know what? I don't care. And that's what Odegaard's lost. He's lost that, do you know what? Let me just try a shot. You're on mute, Gary. I think.
Gary got the disco lights going on in his room. You see that? What's going on, Gary?
Started the party early, man. Started the party early. Yeah, Odegaard's first thing there was not to shoot. It was always, can I pass it back?
Yeah, man.
Sometimes you've got to
Oh,
be
lovely feet. Lovely feet.
That's the part of Ozil that I thought that he's actually got taken out.
You're
of
not
this game.
Saka, that was really cleverly done. Really cleverly done. Recognized early he couldn't turn and just put his body in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aliba's walking on very thin ice now.
Again, man. That's Alaba
Yeah, I
again.
think he ain't gonna get another. I don't think he's gonna get another one. This is why we need to feed the ball to Is he all right?
Look, you can clearly see that Mbappe was offside there on that replay. Rich Post says Vincey has that eye of the tiger, appreciation of what Arsenal are all about. The game will prove Arteta is a winner. 100%, brother. 100%. Cam says, I'm shocked. Another decision go our way. Give us these
gotta be
refs
off.
every week.
Who's that? You got to give a yellow for that.
Okay, what's happened here?
You got to give a yellow for that. Seriously?
He's on about
Um,
off the ball, Rudiger. Refs starting to lose control of this a little bit, in my opinion.
oh, that's naughty. That's naughty.
I don't think
That's
he's ever
naughty.
been in control. You have to be in
Yeah.
control first to lose it, don't you?
Yeah, that's naughty. Is he booked him?
No,
Oh, that's a yellow card all day long.
Well, if
That's
he's
a
off
yellow
the
They're
card.
ball,
just-
fully.
do you know what? Do you know how I look at this now? Do you know how I look at this? Do you know how I look at this now? All these little fouls tell me that Madrid can't handle the pace of the game. Like, what? Do you know what I'm saying? Take it as a compliment.
I agree.
That's what you
I
got to
agree.
do. Just dust yourself off and say, all right, get the ball next time.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree.
You're just playing the game into our hands by slowing it
Comes a
down.
free kick coming in. Oh, go shoot! Oh, it's over the bar. It's Urian Timber. Oh, the ball drops right in front of Urian Timber's feet, 8 yards out, and they blast the ball, but it just goes over the bar.
Ah,
Here comes Arsenal in
unlucky.
press. Arsenal in full press now.
So we got over that 20-minute mark.
Yeah,
Just
it's good. I mean, for me, like this going to plan, I was hoping half an hour gone, clean sheet. That's exactly what Arsenal's done. Arsenal's just playing some lovely football here in the middle of the park. Just possessional football. Here comes Odegaard. But we just don't seem to have the numbers to really hurt them. There's no real numbers. Saka's no, he's not.
I think we're attacking, but not attacking. We're making sure we're not leaving ourselves short behind, aren't we?
Yeah, and Gary, that's your number 8 and your number 6. Those are the two who you're depending on running late to the box, and we're not getting that commitment. So we're all.
do we need to make that commitment with 3-0 up on the aggregate?
Not really, but then if we don't, then recycle the ball on their penalty area. We're good at that. We're probably the best team in Europe when it comes to recycling the ball.
I tell you
David Reyes
what you're
like that.
seeing today. This is probably unreal to see Arsenal matching Real Madrid in passes, quality of passes, accuracy in at the Bernabeu. I don't think I've seen this. I don't think I've seen a performance like this.
I have. When we went
David
to
Reyes
the
just been booked.
Bernabeu, time wasting
David Raya has just been booked for time wasting.
already. Bloody hell, man.
What Lewis? You know when we won 1-0, what did we match them in the passing and stuff?
Go on.
Right now,
Yes, come on. Saka on the right-hand side, guys. Here comes a through
right
ball into
now,
Odegaard. Not penalty. It's
Do you know-
corner to Arsenal.
Do you know why I liked that win at the Bernabeu with Henry, the 06 team, was the record that I think no English team had won there for a very, very long time. And the fact that we got the 0-0 at Highbury and then went there, and then Henry with his nonchalant self just took the game, took the ball and said, you know what, I'm just gonna dance through you like you ain't there, like it's training, slot the ball in, and then towards the end of the game, he goes on another long run. He holds the ball in the corner.
oh my gosh!
Here comes the corner. Oh, Quartos drops it, but I think he's given a foul. Rich Post says the reason Boss keeps it locked on Arsenal 101, loving the vibes, passionate and reasoning. Bro, you're going to get pure love, passion, respect on 101. You know that. You know that. It's really going well to plan, guys. 37 minutes, 30 seconds gone. And Real Madrid just really can't find a way through. They've amply gone to the left-hand side with Vinny Jr., who last week his stats was no shots on target, no dribbles completed.
Martinelli drop. He's got to come across.
And so this
That's
game,
it,
they've
come
really
across.
tried to feed Vinny Jr. in the game, and it's not working.
Come across, Martinelli. Come back. That's it.
And Declan Rice has been a steel
it.
force. Martinelli now running on the left-hand side. I think Vincey might be ahead of me.
Yeah, about
You see what you were saying there, Vincey, about. Sorry to cut you off. You see what Martinelli's doing is what they do in the modern game. They they split the pitch into 4 lengthways, and you defend the 3 zones where the ball is. So if the ball's out on Arsenal's right, it's that flank, the middle half, and then the centre half, and everybody squeezes over because if a ball's gonna get played, it's got to be a 60-yard pinpoint ball to feet for Real Madrid to get any sort of possession. So Martinelli's defensive shape there is very good because the ball has to be exemplary. And by the time the ball travels that far, Martinelli's covering the player anyway. So don't worry about that. He's fine. He's doing well.
Okay. Cool.
It's a very, very, very mature display from Arsenal at the minute.
Cam says,
It's
honestly, I
just a
think we
shame.
need to have a chat about Odegaard in this team. That's the one position that definitely can be upgraded. Bro, first of all, let me remind you that he's never been the same since after his injury. He has been Arsenal's player of the year in 2024 and 2023. Somebody that good. And by the way, still leads the Premier League and all players in Europe with chances created, even though he was out for 2.5 months. So it's just one of those things. You got to write it off. I know it's bad. I know we shouldn't say that, but you just got to write off the fact that the guy, he just needs a rest. He needs pre-season and really needs to contextualize because he's just been off it since the injury. He's just been off
And
it.
not only that, Apollo, like his missus just had the first baby. You know,
So
imagine what it was like when you have your we all know what it's like with the first kid. You know, the whole your whole routine is based on this baby. So it's no surprise that Odie's not on his game. I understand it. We got to remember these players are human beings. They're not robots. You know, certain things.
Corner to Real Madrid. Yeah, I agree. A little off topic, Lewis. I had a meeting today with a managing director at 3:00, and he just had a baby 3 weeks ago, and the man was falling asleep. The man was struggling to stay awake throughout the meeting. I felt sorry for him.
Yeah, man, it's hard, man. It's hard. It's so hard. So hard. So I actually sympathize with Odegaard a little bit.
Right, here it comes.
The ref needs to
here's a
deal
corner.
with Rudiger,
And Raya gets a hand to
he's
it.
having a...
He just dashed Timber into the goal, man.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Martinelli just got a forearm to the chin as well, but
and he's already warned Rudiger on that challenge with Rice.
Rudiger reminds me of the Portuguese Pepe. Like he's not quite up there in the head. Very good player when he's on it, but he does some very strange things at very strange times.
He's got a club.
He's got a
guys, don't make no mistakes. Don't make no mistakes.
No. Oh my
Vasquez
God.
crossing. That's a good cross. Oh, that was close.
Rudiger is a danger at the top.
We don't care about close.
He's a danger up top. He's a liability at the back, but danger at the top.
Wow.
No.
Another corner.
How's it a corner?
Yeah,
Who did it come off of?
That's weird.
Run it, Odegaard, run it.
Well played, Thomas Partey. No, Odegaard gives it away.
It's a good job that Saliba got a little head on that because I think that was dropping on Rudiger's head.
Ah, that's who it was.
Partey. I thought that was Partey.
No, Odie, man.
I don't know.
But
why
do you know what Real Madrid are doing? They're making sure that Odie plays on his right side a lot of the time. Yeah. This is why he's giving the ball away because he's not as strong.
That he just tried to play was never on in a million years.
Yeah, I know. It's another corner to Real Madrid. Corner after corner after corner. What's Odegaard doing? Look, what's Odegaard doing? Rich Poe,
This is not
beautiful
with it.
content defense. Odegaard, Apollo, and Gary. Can the panel sum up Real Madrid's first half showing? Vini Jr., Rodrigo, and Mbappe, world beaters. You know what? And I've said this. I've said it so much that Gary can now say it for me. Gary, what do I say about offenses and defenses?
Defenses
Defense
win
wins
championships.
That's correct.
Offense scored you a lot of goals. I can't remember the offense bit. I know the defense bit.
That's what buys the tickets to the stadium admission. That's what turns the lights on. That's the razzle dazzle. That's the snaz. That's the cream on the top. It's all the goals on the
It's your
offense.
foundation, isn't it?
But
It's your
defense wins
foundation.
championships. Defense wins championships.
Why is that? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And Rich Poe, this really comes down to how do you break Arsenal down? I sent some stuff on the forum today. It's just extremely difficult to score against these guys. It really is. They've got height, they've got power, they've got two wing backs that can help you offensively, but both can defend. We had that problem with Zinchenko, didn't we?
Well
But
done,
we've got two
Sheffield.
guys who can do that. We've got a fantastic goalkeeper. We've got players who defend from the front. Very difficult, very difficult.
What a header,
Thomas
what a
Partey
header
in
from
transition.
Kivior there.
Yeah, I just muttered it
From
out.
that
Yeah.
corner, what a header from Kivior.
Oh, Martinelli! Don't give we're giving the ball away in silly positions.
Send it.
Here's Thomas
Oh,
Partey in
referee.
transition. Shoot Odegaard. Oh, that's a foul on Odegaard. He doesn't give it. He doesn't give it. Yeah.
Lovely
I
ball
thought
from
that was a
Kivior
foul
there.
on Odegaard.
Wow. Wow. I'm amazed that wasn't
Is he
given.
gonna book? You're not gonna book Timber for that? No, he's not booked him.
Thank you.
Emerson says
Ouch.
7 minutes added.
I'll tell you
Get
what.
rid. Get rid.
I think what you're seeing with Real Madrid now is professional playground football. The reason why I use that because there's a lot of ISO dribbling. They've got no formation. They're throwing Rudiger up top. They're throwing everything. They've got no structure in midfield. And it's beautiful to see Madrid trying everything, throwing everything
7 minutes
at
added
the
on.
club. And they're
But
just we're just holding our structure. It's beautiful to watch.
When you've lost your main pivot point in a player called Tony Kroos and you haven't replaced him, this is what happens. Because there's no one to say, do you know what? All right, let's keep the ball ticking over. Like Modric can do it a bit, but he ain't Tony Kroos no more.
Send it now.
Do you know what I mean? Like those two together were unbelievable.
Do something this time. And the Odegaard plays the ball behind Martinelli. Oh my God, Odegaard is getting a 0 for the first half. How can someone
Look, play in. Oh my, play in front, man. Even I can play that pass with my one knee. Come on.
Man.
With my one knee.
Odegaard's head is gone. You know what? That one game that we saw Zinchenko play the 10, he had a really good game. I've just seen Odegaard. Odegaard's the most wasteful player on this pitch right now. Counter-attack after counter-attack. Just so wasteful.
Everyone's cooking him this season as well, man. And it's like, you can't defend it. No, like you can only defend it to a point.
What was Moreno thinking there? Oh, it's a head injury.
They're throwing themselves down for everything, Madrid, man. Get up.
They are.
Yeah, but you know.
Honestly, if I'm the manager, I'm grabbing my captain aside and saying, "What the hell are you doing?" I've seen 4 or 5 of your transitional balls go nowhere. Martinelli had nothing but green in front of him, and he plays the ball behind him. I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
Crying, man. He's crying.
Might need to get the belt out for him, man, for Odegaard right about now. Because he's not learning. Like the first couple of times you can say, all right, but it's a constant thing. He's in his own head.
Yeah.
Just relax. Just relax. Just relax. If you can't play the passes you want, keep it simple. Build yourself back into the game. And he hasn't really done that today.
He's playing. Oh, it's just so wasteful in transition. It's really killing us. Here comes Martinelli. Here comes Martinelli. Oh, he can't control it.
Pass it. Come on, man. Put your foot around it.
Offensively, we've been diabolical, but we've defended
That's a
well.
lovely ball from Thomas Partey, though. Can I just beautiful ball.
Just cross it first time, Martin. What are you doing with your life?
He's got no left foot. What do you expect? He's got no left foot.
Yeah, but why is he trying to chest it?
Yeah, Rich Pro. I just think it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. What's going on in Odegaard's head, and he just needs a preseason. He'll be better next year. He'll come back strong next year. The guy tied Frank Lampard and Cesc Fabregas's record, 15 goals and 9 assists in the Premier League last season.
I just think when things are not going your way, just keep it simple. When you start keeping it simple, and then you get your confidence up, then the hard stuff comes after that.
Yeah,
100%. That's what I was trying to say earlier.
I think you've got to take into consideration also. He's going
Great
back
claim.
to Real Madrid. He wants to put a performance in. So sometimes, yeah, he's Rich Bo. He probably is trying too hard. It happens.
The best footballers make it look so simple. So simple. Sometimes that 2-yard pass is more effective than playing the $1 million pass.
Oh, this time Odegaard manages to transition to Partey, and then that gets us going.
Why didn't you shoot?
Here comes Declan Rice. Shoot!
Why did you not shoot?
Oh, God, that could have gone anywhere.
He didn't open his
ball in, and it just flickers out. Oh, Martinelli's shot could have gone anywhere.
Shape.
Beautiful I was going
channels
to the back of the net.
Shape.
Great defending there, Skelly. Well done. Well done.
I thought he was going to shoot. So, Martinelli just went directly for the shot.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
If Odegaard isn't careful, the captaincy will go to Declan Rice.
No, this is a bit early for no. That's not happening. That's not happening.
Thomas Partey, come on, Declan. That's a free kick to them. Sloppy in final third. Not good final third play at all today.
Right, we just need game management until half time now. Yeah. Nothing silly. Everything just goes rose red.
Guys, going into half time with a 3-0 lead is just a brilliant situation to be in. And somebody in the chat made a comment about the atmosphere, and it is, yeah, you're right. It's dead. It's absolutely dead. Thus is the issue of how hard it is. You've got the world-class front four playing in this Real Madrid team, and they ain't had a sniff.
A foul from Declan Rice.
They ain't had a sniff. Guys, tell me one good chance that Real Madrid has created today.
None.
Yeah, but it's been pretty much the same as the first leg. We shut down Vinny. We shut down Rodrigo, and we shut down Mbappe. What, they got? Nothing.
Defense win championship, guys. Defense win championships.
Well, I'll be back.
And also, remember what happened when PSG came to the Emirates.
And that's half time, guys. That's half time.
Yeah.
We're 45 minutes away from the semi-final of the Champions League and a tie with PSG.
Rich Post says Odegaard is a terrific player. Encouragement and whatever works for him, and money it will be well earned for Arteta. Yeah, I think it's a lot of things, and it's just and look, let's be fair. He's not the only player that struggled this season. A lot of players in Arsenal's team have struggled this season. Thus, the reason why we're struggling to score goals. But even with that being said, guys, he still leads. Even after missing 2.5 months, he still leads chances created in the Premier League. So, guys, let's have a halftime review here. So, Real Madrid, guys, have had 15 touches in the Arsenal box and not had a single shot on target. let's repeat that again, guys. Real Madrid have had 15 touches in Arsenal's box and not mustered one shot on target. So from my perspective, it's been a fantastic half, guys. This half has been everything that you could have wished for. It's just been brilliant in terms of how we've approached the game. I think that the tactics have been spot on. The only problem is the delivery has not been there. But we are organized. We are strong. We in our belief as well. Rich Post says, if it ain't broke, proud of Arsenal showing overall. Cam says, an expected goals tally, the Real Madrid XG is 0.11. So there you goes, guys. That's against the defending Real Madrid Champions League champions. And we are just looking so professional. We are pretty much now 1 foot in the door, and the fair in the Lions' Den, the magic of Real Madrid and the Champions League, it's not working, is it? Vincey, over to you.
I think it's been a beautiful display, masterclass from Arteta in the way he's got the team to be able to perform at this manner, defending the 3-0 first leg. You look at the centre backs, Saliba, he's been outstanding. The one time that he had to check Mbappe into his pocket, he did it. Kirill, he's been outstanding. Timber, Skelly, they've been outstanding. It's been huge pressure down the flanks. Timber has been run ragged, and he stood up. Declan Rice in midfield. He's the energy. The passing has been absolutely, for me, it's been out of this world. It's matched everything that Real Madrid have done, and that's one thing that I've been really proud about Arsenal tonight. Second half, I think we've just got to be a little bit cuter with our in the final third. We should have opportunities to shoot. We've got players who can take it, and I think one goal, is going to do it for us in the second half.
Yeah, before I go to Gary, I just want to go through the chat. Social says, man like Saka put under pressure, messing around. Bro, if that penalty had gone in, this tie would be over. I mean, it's kind of already over. You need to score 4 goals against the best defense in Europe. So that's going to be tough regardless. But if Saka scores, then they would have need 5 goals tonight. Not a chance in hell are they scoring 5 goals against this Arsenal team. D, shout out to you saying should be up. Yep. Saka bottled the penalty. He was looking at his far left corner as he was stepping up too. Occasion got to him. Yeah, worst player Odegaard. I think I have to agree with that. Cam says something weird is still going to happen, like Raya getting a second yellow. Maybe if that happens, Garfield will come back. Social says we ain't getting a set piece with Cortez. The guy is 6'7". I think we scored 2 set pieces against him in the last game, bro. Cam says Arsenal coming through the storm, start to silence the Madrid crowd. If they get a goal back, Madrid crowd will get louder. I think, Cam, that's it, right? All 4 of us are sitting down here saying, where's this imposing presence? Where's this lion, the lion having claws clipped? Because I don't feel any Arsenal player feels any fear on that pitch. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I don't see any Arsenal player.
They're up for the fight.
You know, and you got to put that on them, young shoulders, very inexperienced team, and Arteta. So look, I think they've done a great job, and the crowd right now are mute. D saying discussions have seriously got to be made about Odegaard. Yeah, everybody agrees with this, said the same thing, but then I have said it's really just about the injury. He hasn't looked good since coming back. He just hasn't. His shots have not even hit the target. There was a stage in it, Gary, where he had 24 of his last 27 shots had missed the target.
Yeah, and in that stat, there was some proper sitters as well.
Yeah, and at some point, you've got to, even as the manager, you've got to show your captain faith, right? The worst thing you could do is take him off, and then everyone knows what's going on. So they only had the rest, which Zinchenko played at the 10, and he played really well. But apart from that, you would just have to hope that his form comes back. Socials is saying we need another 8. Odegaard is beyond annoying. The guy is just, again, Odegaard. And that's the thing. If he switches on, our counter-attack is on fire. But if he's mute like this, then the game will continue to go the way it's going, but still works in our favor. And guys, look, before I go to Gary, let's understand one thing. Playing the way we do in the mid-block, it's kind of not made us expel hardly any energy. We haven't really run ourselves into the ground today. It's more Madrid really taking the game to us. And so that's why I think, at the moment now, we're still in for a battle and we've got the energy, everything is fine. Maybe Real Madrid might open that lid on their roof of the stadium. Then maybe that might give them some luck. Gary, you got the conch.
Yeah, so pleased with the way the first half's gone. Raya has had 0 shots to save. Courtois saved 2 or 3, and we've also missed a penalty. So we could quite easily be two up at least. I think we're playing within ourselves, so we're not all out attack. On the counter attack, we're basically attacking with Odegaard, Saka, and Martinelli. Marino's sort of just holding the midfield role, and we're stopping them on the break. We're defending really well. Saliba's been excellent. Kivior's been excellent. Skelly and Timber have just been solid. So more of the same, and we are into the semi-final. Which
Lewis,
beating PSG.
Lewis, before I come to you, there's a comment here which, and we have to talk about it because he gets the least respect out of every player on the team. Cam says Moreno is so good. Why do so many people hate him? Moreno showing minerals worthy of a European, which he is. He's a European Euros winner with Spain. What's your thoughts on the first half overall, Lewis?
I mean, ideally, you want to go in 1-0 up. You got to take every bit of advantage that you get at a place like the Bernabeu. We haven't done that as yet. But the comforting thing is, the players haven't let it get to them. The plan is we're still on plan A, which is defend resolutely, stay nice and compact, and try and break on the counter. We're just missing that final ball on the counter that will open up this whole entire game and close it off for us when we do eventually score that goal. Odegaard needs to kind of get over the first half, draw a line under it. It's a new half, new game, treat it as a new game, and play like we all know he can. And as for the other 10, I can't fault anybody really. It's been a very, very professional display from Arsenal, and everybody thought that we was going to get slapped away from home to this Real Madrid team. They don't know their ball. They really don't. They don't understand how good defensively, how structured it is with this Arsenal team. Like one of the best defenses in Europe. And we've absolutely nullified everything that Real Madrid's front 3, front 4 have thrown at us. It's brilliant to see. You're on mute, Gary.
Wasn't it?
Say that again, guys.
Yeah, wasn't it Ancelotti that said there's very few teams in Europe that do everything as well as Arsenal? So we're the most complete unit going.
Just need that number 9. That's one of the missing pieces of the puzzle. A number 9, a proper number 9. Once we get him in, I think people will take us a little bit more seriously.
Yeah, D saying that socials, Odegaard and got the Glock will be KDB and Haaland Mark II. Social replies, D, you have too much faith in Odegaard. The guy is just too scared to reach elite tier. I wouldn't say he's scared. I just think sometimes when you've had a bad ankle injury, it can take you a while to get back to feeling comfortable in playing. Ankles are really funny things. I'd just like to see him make a bit more responsibility in shooting positions rather than looking for the pass. But sometimes you should have to have that selfish. That's how you get goals.
Yeah, it's also a mental thing coming back from an injury. Even though your body is fine, before the injury, you're so used to playing in a certain way and a certain tempo and stuff like that, that when you do receive the injury, you're always second guessing yourself. You're like, oh, should I, or is it going to pop again? Like, you don't fully play relaxed. It's not until a few months later that you actually feel, oh, do you know what, my body's back. Do you know what I mean? This is how I used to be. It takes time. It takes a long time to get over an injury, no matter how big or small it is.
Tell you what, the pace of this game has been relentless, though, up and down.
Yeah, but that suits us. That suits us more than Madrid, because this is the kind of football that we face every week in the Premier League.
But it's not.
So I don't think we've really expelled that much energy. Really, it's just been down the flanks. That's it. We've not had to, turn back and run at our own goal. Everything's literally been in front of us. I don't think it's been that frantic. Not like last week, and not last week at the Emirates, where for me it felt like it was like attack versus attack. That felt more like a basketball match than tonight.
No, Lois, when I say the pace, it's the pace of the ball movement. Today, it's been very, very fast and direct in each pass, whether it's close. We're not sitting down and really slow build up. It's been quite good on both sides. And for
I
me,
get where you're coming from
at this level, because in that Bayern game, I thought we were a little bit naive in the pace of the ball movement. So yeah, man.
Right.
but that usually happens because of the defensive shape of your opponents, and if they're blocking off certain passing lanes for you. This game's a little bit more like, do you know what, Rayo, you can have it out wide. If we nick it down the centre, then we're going to go out wide and into the spaces that you vacated. So yeah, you are right. So, but yeah.
Right, guys. Sorry, I haven't actually sent Cranky a link yet, so that's very unlike me. So I've just sent Cranky a link. Cranky, if you're listening, I've just sent the link over to you now. Here we go. Right. Where are we? TV talk. 18 says, anyone starting Mobland yet? I've just finished.
Yeah. It is
Reacher.
brilliant.
Did I finish Reacher? Yeah. Yes.
Is it worth a watch?
Last night.
Mobland is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I'm starting that tonight. As soon as the game finishes, I'm going to watch the first episode.
There's 3 episodes out at the moment, and everyone has been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, don't watch it on Amazon Prime, because the first episode's free, and you got to pay $7.99 for the rest. It's actually on Paramount Plus, so watch it on Paramount Plus. D saying, I don't like this rice yellow. We might. Didn't they rescind it? I thought Gary said they rescinded it.
Yeah, they rescinded
They
it.
did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's rescinded, bro. Yeah, it's rescinded. Give Odegaard one more year. Nah, he'll be back, bro. He'll be back.
I don't know why people are jumping too much about Odegaard. Like, he's had 2 exceptionally good seasons. You're bound to have one season where you're not going to be at the races. You know,
Yep.
Yes, we are trying to go for a title, but if you look at the rest of the team have kind of leveled up as well. So it kind of takes a little bit of pressure off for Odegaard. Yes, I understand that he is the captain and that he should be the leader, but sometimes the leader needs to be carried by the squad.
Yeah. 18 goes, yes, Odegaard is the reason why we scored all those goals. Have we forgotten how limp he was? Oh, we were awful when he wasn't in the team.
It's not just that Odegaard leads the press.
Yeah, exactly. And he's actually having a good defensive game today, Gary.
Yeah,
He is having a
Saka
good day.
does. Saka looks like he's struggling, man. He's walking on that pitch with a little limp.
The second half
Doesn't
is
look
already
good.
underway on my screen, by the way, guys. I'm
Right,
46
Yeah.
minutes. Social saying Odegaard, just a good player, man. He's just too scared. And free kick discussion with him and Rice sums him up. Yeah. See you later, D. See you at full time. Yeah, same again. I don't think Arteta has to tactically change it, Rich Bo. I really
Bayern
don't.
just scored.
Ooh, can we have a breakdown of what's going on in that game, please, guys? Is
That's
anybody watching
2-2.
it?
That's 2-2 on aggregate then.
Yeah.
Ooh, I would rather play Bayern than Inter, I think.
Yeah, Inter were the only team to beat us, weren't they?
Yeah, but we dominated them in that game. By the way, Real Madrid just had did it have a shot attempt?
Nah, free kick and the cross came in, but went out to the other side. So they're just building up possession again. But they are moving the ball a lot quicker than what they were in the first half. But everything's in front of Arsenal.
Apollo, what's your time on yours?
46 minutes and 50 seconds.
Oh, Saka, you didn't need to jump into that. Just
How did you get ahead of me?
I have no idea. Here comes Real Madrid again on the right hand side. It's a shot by Rodrigo and it goes out for a corner to Real
good
Madrid.
block.
It sounds like Lewis is ahead of me.
Yeah, I'm just seeing the touch from Mbappe. Well, the tussle between Mbappe and Saliba.
Yeah, I'm 47 seconds and 47 minutes and 20 seconds.
Saliba's got to
You're
be
like
careful
3
there.
seconds ahead of me.
He's got to be careful there, Saliba.
So here comes the cross, the corner from Real Madrid.
Well out there, Saka. Well out.
Yeah, Saka clears. Saka gets the clearance.
Wow, we're literally saying to Rail, come and break us down. Look at that line.
It's because we want the counter attack.
So beautiful.
We want the counter attack. We want to play them on the bounce.
Do you know what? A lot of people are going to moan at us for playing this way, but it's like sometimes you don't poke the bear too much, because otherwise you're going to get bit.
Yep.
Sometimes you have to, just give them enough just so you can see what's going on.
Oh, that's
Stay
a
on
goal
your feet,
kick,
boys, and it's a goal kick.
Yeah,
well done. Brilliant defending again. Oh, Declan, you're so lucky.
Yeah,
Fishing there with your foot. Just stay up.
Oh, look at that ball there from Rare, but then Saka,
high.
man, he gets pushed in the back, but you got to be stronger than that, bro. Come on.
At least attempt to go for the header rather than just stopping. Because if you go up for the header,
is Gary behind us?
Yeah.
Where is Gary?
Yeah. I'm at 48, just at 49 minutes now.
Oh, right, okay. I'll see you only about 10, 15 seconds behind.
Can hear someone's TV
going. It might be Vincey's TV. Yeah, you can see Arsenal really pressing, and this is what I mean by gap play. Can you see that?
Was my TV perfect. On, guys? Sorry, Apollo.
I think it was.
I can't hear it now.
Party.
Okay. Sorry.
So guys, that was Arteta ball at its best. The gap play, which I talk about all the time, is shutting off the passing lanes. If you do that, the ball goes backwards. It was first designed in the Ajax academies as a way to simplify defending. What does that mean? The old British bully way of tackling and going in and being physical. That was a more advanced, simplistic way of playing the game in a non-physical way, and we've seen it, the rise of it in the best Spanish teams over the last few decades. Is according to Arsenal, and it's flicked on by, I think it's Declan Rice, or is it Moreno? It's Moreno.
You mean a free kick?
A free kick, yeah, and it goes over the bar. And here comes Arsenal in the press again, and looks like Arsenal win it back. That's Rice that wins it back. Party in transition.
Lovely.
Here we go. Oh,
Lovely. Oh no! Just play it properly round the corner rather than flicking it. That's all it needed. You got two players there. That's a good tackle. That's a very good tackle.
The referee doesn't like that, does he?
I don't think there was nothing wrong with it. It was just a strong tackle from Bellingham. And Rice is just trying to get back up.
He's holding his leg. He's holding his leg.
Yeah.
That's why.
I tell you what, I've never seen Bellingham look so ordinary on the pitch.
I have in the first leg.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was about to say last week.
I mean, he was the only. I mean, he was trying to galvanise him last week, but today he just looks really bad.
I said to Gary last week that Declan Rice has got one job: take him out the game.
Yeah.
Timber's got one job: take Vinny Jr. out the game. Martin Lewis Skelly, one job: take Rodrigo out the game. They are, and obviously William Saliba on Mbappe, and we're winning all of those matches, Vinci.
Yeah. Into 1-1.
Who scored? Martinez.
Odegaard's offside, must be.
Yeah, he's way offside. The flag's not gone up though.
It's gone up now.
Why so late? Like, do it as he touches the ball and done.
Guys, Inter is what Arsenal would look like with Gyökeres in the team. Gary, why are you smiling there? What's going on? Have we scored?
I'm just laughing at where you went. It's gone up now. Flag has gone up. It's gone up now.
Inter Milan, guys, is what Arsenal would look like with Gyökeres in the team.
On party, got to make it. No, it's a pen. Easy, come on.
He said a corner.
It's a corner.
Yeah, corner.
You can tell from the way Bellingham's reacted that he's not screaming for a penalty here.
Rice gets the ball.
Yeah, and it should be a goal kick.
Yeah.
Should be a goal kick.
Yeah. The frustration is starting to build in the Bernabeu, guys. It's 53 minutes and 25 seconds.
That's a brilliant tackle by Rice.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
From the wrong side, he had no right to win that ball.
He's probably going to win man of the match at this rate because he's dominating the midfield.
Oh yes, I mean Lewis Skelly deserves a little bit of praise as well. Again, he's just not looked out of place, not let the occasion get to him.
That's better. That's better, Saka. That's much better.
That's what we're talking about. Now get Martinelli in. Too many touches, man. It's got that ball's got to go in earlier. It's got to go into him earlier there.
Saka showing Odegaard what you got to do in transition.
Do you think Saka will end up coming?
Nothing. There you go.
Lewis, what's that?
Do you think Saka, as he gets older, will end up playing a bit more centrally?
No, I think he'll stay where he is. I can't see him. I can't see him doing what Thierry Henry. I know. That's
Timber. Yes,
no,
not one. Come on.
Fine feet. There we go. Just give it to Saka on the overlap. Give it to.
See what Odegaard does. Okay, keeps it simple. Yeah, Arsenal really enjoying a session of possession here at the moment. Real Madrid can't get to the ball. Do you remember I said to you guys, Arsenal not expending a lot of energy?
My stream's just gone
Martinelli
down.
lost the ball.
Come on, we open. Into 2-1.
Wow! Great tackle, Kivior. Great tackle by Kivior. He tried to trip him. Goalkeeper saved it.
Well done. Well done.
Great play by Kivior there. And this is what
all
Inter
day,
are worried
man.
about.
Throw cap on
Arsenal
that.
coming on the counter attack. Here comes Saka on the right hand side. Here's Partey. Arsenal really, really relaxed in transition, like in no
Go
hurry.
on, get at him. Don't get at him. He's on a yellow. Come on.
Arsenal in no hurry to put the ball forward. Look, just taking their time on the ball. And Saka there just being a bit sloppy.
Oh, Bellingham's got to get a yellow for that. Come on. You've got to... How many times?
Why is the referee trying to reason with Bellingham? What the hell is going on here? Is that what we're doing now? If that was the NFL, that's a 15-yard penalty. Routine save there by David Raya. Real Madrid running out of ideas, guys.
They did that, 15 minutes into the first half last week?
Yeah. 35 minutes left to go. And
Well done, Tim.
I need to talk to Vinci about this. Vinny Jr., he wins a corner. Vinny, the talk in Spain is as if Carlo Ancelotti doesn't win this game, then he's gone. You think that's a bit harsh, or it is kind of where it is? He won it last season, didn't he?
Oh, what good save there by Raya. I think it is where it is. You know, he's been there. He's done everything at Madrid now. And the problem is, Madrid need to rebuild. Brazil want him, desperately want him. So, you know, at the end of the day, he can go international, give it a try. It's not. I don't think it's a stain against his managerial career. I just think definitely they need to in midfield. They're light. They really are light in midfield. Bellingham's carrying them, but they need to be, as Lewis mentioned earlier in the thread, they need to replace Toni Kroos. Modric is on his last legs as well. Go on, Saka, you're through. Go on. Oh,
that's it.
Man.
It's the defender. Defender's made a good play on that.
That's
Asensio,
a beautiful
yeah.
well.
Was that Odegaard with the pass?
Yeah, they rate that guy as highly as we rate Saliba, you know. Asensio, bad man.
He wouldn't have got his chance if they didn't have the injuries to Militao and a few others.
Danny Ceballos getting ready to come on.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Idiot,
3
man.
substitutions.
That fool chatting about how he sent at Carlo Ancelotti the tactics. Like, mate, how long ago did you leave Arsenal? The tactics have changed since then, my guy. They're useless.
Cam, I'm so with you. I've always wanted Arsenal to face Madrid. Atletico is a different beast, but Madrid, beatable.
Yeah, I thought exactly the same, Vince.
Yeah, me too.
Exactly the same. Because Atletico can do what we do. They can sit in, they can attack you, they're physical, they got pace. But we all know that the Atletico fans are Arsenal fans right about now.
Skelly, behave.
Isn't that a free kick on? It's not a free kick on Skelly.
It should be, man.
Why didn't the referee give him a free kick?
Oh, and a stamp. They've stamped on his chest or his belly. Come on, ref, man. You really lost this game now.
He's got to come on. He's got to. Rudiger's come on.
Rudiger, man.
Rudiger again.
Yeah, and that's a red. That should be a red for him.
Oh, come on. They're not gonna look at that. I'm telling you this now. They're not going to look at it.
Well, they looked at the penalty, didn't they?
They're not even thinking about it. Look, he knows exactly what he's doing. He said, I didn't see him. I didn't know.
That's actually a red card.
Man like
All
Endrick
day
is
long.
on. Man like Endrick. The guy's sick.
Who's he going?
You
He's going
cannot
up
have
against
this ability.
Skelly.
You cannot have this ability at that age. He's ridiculous.
They're going 4-2-4 by the looks of it. They're throwing the kitchen sink at this.
Yeah.
They've got no
They have to.
Half hour left.
Yeah.
Well tracked back, Declan Rice, man.
Yeah, I
It
think
amazes.
yeah, he's man of the match for me. He's been absolutely just everywhere. This is back to the performances he had when he first joined the club, and he hasn't had a rest in 3 years. You know, playing for England on the summer, and he just found his second win.
Nah, he's been
But you know
brilliant.
what?
He really has.
This is what we've wanted to see. Rice Party performing like this, not just playing week in, week out, but actually performing like this in this midfield. It is absolutely beautiful to see.
Look at Odegaard pressing there from the front. Look at that. It's relentless. Look at that.
Rice again.
Look,
Here's a question.
Your team wins that ball back because of Odegaard. These are the things I'm talking about. He might be struggling offensively, but defensively, he's been outstanding this whole game.
Oh, yeah. Here's a question.
Martinelli. That was a bit naughty, mate.
Come on.
Timber just played the ball away there, and he's given away a free kick again.
Man, he looks tired, man. That touch was so poor. And the thing is, you've got him faced the other way. You don't need to snap in there. Just shadow him and make him play a pass backwards. Job done. Do you give how long do you give Partey for a contract extension?
2 years.
2 years.
So one with an extension, 1+1, yeah.
Yeah, but it has to be at the same
2
salary,
years.
240 grand a week. Because if you don't pay him that, Spain's going to pay him. If you don't offer him 240, he's going to leave.
What's he on now?
240.
Do you think he's going to take? I can't see him accepting that. You know, I think he's going to want more.
Well, then that's going to be a problem for Arsenal because Arsenal don't normally do that. It's going to be down to Richard Garlick and it's going to be down to Tim Lewis.
True, but now you're seeing a trend change. Go on, Apollo.
No, Arteta's going to want to try and stick up for his man and tell them they have to re-sign him back. But unfortunately, it's up to the front office.
No. William.
That's sloppy. That's sloppy at the back there. That's really sloppy at the back there. Everybody just
Play forward.
yeah.
It's because we've been playing back most of the game. Good thing it didn't lead to nothing, but yeah, Saliba, wake up, my friend.
Well, somebody said to me today at work that this is going to be the longest 90 minutes of the season, and
Come on!
wow.
It looks like it's a long kick. Moreno's got it.
Get in!
Thomas Partey's got on the end. Oh no, sorry, Saka's on it. Facing up Rudiger. Okay. Good feet.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. And that's game over.
Yes!
That's
Come
game
on!
over. Yeah.
Come on.
That's game over, guys. Game over. Game over. Game over.
Bravo. Obrigado.
Game over.
Let's go.
Game over.
Let's go. Game done. Good night. I should have put money on Saka scoring today.
Look how happy Vincey is, man. I haven't seen Vincey smile like that in a while. Mind you, I
What
haven't
a
seen Vincey
finish.
in a while.
And you know what? it was playing the Arteta way as well. Arteta
Yeah.
ball that.
And guys, look what happened with Odegaard. We talked about Odegaard. Is he onside? Oh, I hope he is.
Yeah, he's onside there. And we'll see if the automated service, the automatic
That's brilliant.
semi-auto.
Do you know what it is? It's movement. Saka's movement plus inside.
It was
Absolutely
Moreno that got
beautiful.
the assist.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He
the little
left
flick here,
winger,
the little part. What a pass
beautiful.
that is! Perfectly weighted.
Perfectly weighted, yeah.
Oh, see you later. Sit down, Courtois. Sit down.
Incredible,
That's how
guys.
you. That's when you should be
Oh,
doing a
it's
chip.
1-1. It's 1-1. Madrid have
Oh,
gone straight
God.
down the other end and scored.
Oh, shit. Gary, how
No,
far
don't change
are
it.
you?
What the hell
Hendrick's just
is
gone on a mad
Saliba
run.
doing? What is Saliba doing? Get the ball out.
Yeah, that's just inexperience.
Oh
No
God,
need.
Yeah, that's
No
inexperience.
he's gonna get ridiculed, man.
Yeah.
He's gonna get ridiculed on social media for that.
Come on.
Just pick. What was he waiting
I
for?
don't know what he was doing.
But then I think Reyes should have just held on to the
Even
ball a
Raya
bit
can pass.
longer.
He didn't even need to
Yeah.
pass that early to him.
They're both at fault.
Saliba's at fault, but why didn't Raya just slow it down?
Yeah,
Just slow it
no
down.
need.
Ridiculous goal to give away, man. Ridiculous.
Yeah,
Just slow
it
it
is.
down, man. You don't need to play out there. Just slow it down.
My God.
Ref, you got to give a
Well,
yellow
we're
for
back
that.
to where we was anyway.
Yeah, we're back to where we
You gotta
was.
give a yellow for that, ref. Kick the ball away.
Yeah.
It was so sloppy.
Dumbest goal
Yes,
ever
Skelly,
to give
laugh
away,
it
man.
off.
Dumbest goal ever to give away.
Yeah.
Raya just got to hold on to the ball, send the troops upfield, smack it long, and let them defend from way back in their own half. Let them attack from way back in their own half.
That's ridiculous.
Why is the ref not booking the player for kicking the ball away?
Because
I-
he's wearing a black shirt.
It's a simple answer there. I mean, you know, we gift them a goal. That's the only way that they were going to score, guys, is if we gifted it to them.
Big 10 minutes coming up now.
I expected something like that from Kivior, not Saliba. Like it was so like, you know what, guys? I'm just gonna chill on the ball for a bit longer. Like just Saliba shouldn't even called the ball either. He should have said, you know what, Ray, not now. Like let's get up the pitch, kick it into flipping Moreno and play from up there. You don't need to play out from the back.
Oh, come on. Yes.
All right, that's good. All right. Forwards, play forwards, play forwards. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
he had no need
That
to.
pass was
That was a hospital ball across there. He didn't need to do that. He could have put that ball inside and he would have been fine earlier.
all right. The pass was just under hit.
Yeah, yeah. What a challenge. Come on, ref. Ref, get your call out. 2-2 Inter.
Oh. But they're ahead by a goal, aren't they, Inter?
Yeah.
On aggregate.
4-3. Tottenham 1-2. Bayern Munich, Harry Kane and Eric Dyer.
No way. Eric Dyer. Bloody hell.
Assisted by former Arsenal player Serge Gnabry.
Jesus Christ.
Goal
North
made in
London
North
connection, boy. such a terrible ball back in.
I'll tell you what, I'm pleased for Saka though to get that goal. You can see the smiles back on his face. Redemption.
I want him to nutmeg Danny Ceballos, man, and just embarrass him.
Come on, play on. Send it, rotate it. That's it. Drive now. Drive. Unlucky.
That's a good tackle. Just open it up. There we go. Rice, just take the shot. You thought about it too long. Well done, Saka. Great tackle on Ceballos.
Man, like Modric is coming on.
Shoot, Rice. Oh, has he won the ball there? Jeez, that looked like a pen.
I'm surprised they didn't bring Modric on earlier.
Oh, unlucky. Good ball there, Timber. Unlucky.
Yeah, you can see the press from Real Madrid. There's a bit more urgency now in their press.
But they still need to find 3 goals just to take it to extra time.
Send it, Rice. Send it. Mbappe, get up, man.
Do you know what I've never understood about exceptionally good players is when they just go down so easy. And it's like, come on, man.
Game, innit?
You'd never see Henry go down like that. What a chip, though. Woof.
To be fair, though, the only one who really doesn't do it is Leo Messi.
Yeah, that's because when he gets taken out, he's getting taken out. Oh my God, Mbappe, really?
Emerson, who was the last Englishman who signed before Bellingham at Madrid?
Got to be David Beckham or Michael Owen, wasn't it?
No, there was one. There was one after that, I think. I'm sure it was. I think it might be Owen. You know, because Beckham was in between. Oh yeah, he did go there, didn't he? Hargreaves. Yeah, and I think he suffered like a really bad injury, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then he either went from Bayern or went to Bayern from there. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Or was it he went from Bayern to United, then United to Real?
Apollo says Jonathan Woodgate. Oh, that's true.
Jonathan
Woodgate did go there.
Flipping it. Yeah, he did. That was a strange one.
Big time. Yeah, Moses says Woodgate as well.
Yeah, I remember that.
We'll go with Jonathan Woodgate, Emerson.
That's a
panel
decision.
Our answer.
Yeah. Is he going to tell us the answer? Yeah, his ankle went. See you later, mate. He's going to join Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, and Raphael now.
What a 75 minutes from Arsenal. What a 75 minutes.
Come on. Just get the next goal and just done.
Oh, Emerson says we're all wrong as it is Arsenal linked.
English.
Lost English.
It wasn't. It's not Cole. It's not Ashley Cole. I'm sure it's not Ashley Cole. Or did he go there?
No, I don't remember Ashley Cole going there.
Arsenal linked.
Why are we mucking about with it at the back? Just clear the ball upfield, man. What are we doing with our lives?
Last Englishman.
They've not said if it's the last English Arsenal player or the last Englishman in general.
Yeah, when he said Englishman, I don't know because the players that we have is Ceballos, Ozil, Adebayor, Jose Reyes, and Nicholas Anelka.
No,
That's who. That's
no. I think he means English. Actually, English, not
yeah.
coming over.
I can't remember. Yeah, it's a strange one. I don't know about that one.
Saka's come off for Trossard, by the way, which is a smart move. He's run his ass off quite a bit today.
Yeah,
He's
6
been
minutes out of him.
kicked from post to pillar.
Oh, we had what's his name? Diarra, the son of Diarra. He's not.
He was French though. He's French.
Yeah. Julio Baptista was Brazilian.
We got him
Davasuka.
from there.
Yeah, Davasuka. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out.
One more inside. One more inside. Inside.
You guys got me good on there. Right, so guys, I had to take my medication, so sorry about that. Needed a breather. It says 77 minutes and 30 seconds, guys. Game is 1-1. The energy is definitely pumped up somewhat after those 2 goals. But Arsenal actually have come more into the game. So those goals have only really strengthened what Arsenal have been doing in regards to committing to a forward play out of the mid-block. And I'm seeing the coverage, the TV cameras on Real Madrid fans, and some of them have actually already started leaving the stadium.
Oh, come on. Oh, my gosh. Great one.
Oh, Thomas Partey's shot was blocked.
This is better from Odie. That's the Odie I want to see more of. Oh, that was going in.
Oh, unlucky.
Timber's picked up the loose ball. Oh, he was nearly through.
I tell you what, I don't think I've seen a football ground that's provided seats for their stewards. That's outrageous. The wall sitting on seats.
Guys, I just went onto Real Madrid forum to have a look what their fans are saying. And the one word that has come out from Real Madrid fans is Arsenal are suffocating. How did he win that free kick? He won that free kick.
It's a free kick.
Oh my God.
He
went into the box.
He just dragged he just kept his foot down.
No, there was no contact there, mate.
He dangled his foot down. Look, he just let his foot trail down.
Yeah,
it's a clever one. It's a clever one.
Yeah, that's a big.
Emerson, give us a clue. Give us a clue, Emerson.
Emerson's got me. I'm out on that one.
My head.
He normally registers these at Gary, but Gary's beat on it as well. and the thing
is, Emerson's reading off a different script.
So it was that Trossard. Well done. Or Declan.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
What's the answer, Emerson? Come on, you've stumped us all.
Unless Laurie Cunningham played for Arsenal, which I know he didn't because he played for West Bromwich Albion. Unless Laurie Cunningham was in the Arsenal Academy? I don't know. We're talking about 1979.
But way before my time. Way before my time.
Well, that's when I started secondary school. Ah, yes, it's Laurie Cunningham. It's Laurie Cunningham. No, it won't be Laurie Cunningham. Oh shit.
One Skelly. Skelly, are you there?
Hold on.
Who was the first black player that Arsenal brought?
It is Laurie Cunningham. Oh, look, I put the answer here. than saying he was the first player, but Arsenal signed him as a schoolboy.
Oh, send it. Come on.
So the correct answer is Laurie Cunningham.
Must be a
Am
goal.
I
Not
right?
defending from Kvyat there.
Oh my gosh.
Am I right? Oh! Odegaard misses the target. Hold on, I think I'm right.
Guys,
I think I'm right. Hold on. Arsenal signed him as a what?
He's saying it's our ex-groundsman.
No.
Emerson,
Hold on.
behave.
Look it up.
Oh, the
Hold on.
real
Emerson
thinking players.
behave.
He's talking about they signed our groundsman.
No, I'm right. I'm
Emerson
just gonna
behave.
type. I'm sure it is. Right, Laurie Cunningham.
Someone
He's
banned
right,
Emerson
it
from
is
the
the
chat
groundsman,
after that,
but behave.
man.
Yeah,
Someone banned
I'm
him.
right. It's Laurie Cunningham. He signed a schoolboy contract with Arsenal in 1970. He was released in 1972. It's Laurie Cunningham, bro.
No, it's a
Laurie
trick question.
Cunningham.
It's a trick question because he said, "Who's the last
Yeah,
Englishman?" We're
it
all
is.
thinking players,
But
and
I
they've
still
taken
got it
their
right,
Yeah,
though,
he's a-
Gary. Yeah, even though
No,
it's
but
a
he's a
trick question.
groundsman. It is.
Yeah,
You're so wrong, Emerson. You're so wrong.
even though it's a trick
Guys,
question, the answer is still Laurie
Lewis
Cunningham.
Skelly tonight. Lewis Skelly tonight. Look at that ball. This guy.
He's
That's a sick ball.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
He is ridiculous. I can't wait to see him play in the midfield.
Garfield Kvyat, best
Wow.
centre back tonight. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
He just lost it
And
there.
he's been excellent.
How good has Kvyat been since Gabriel's got injured?
I mean, him and Saliba don't lose many games together.
Yeah.
No, they
To
don't.
going by the stat line.
I think that's a goal kick he's given there.
And credit where credit is due to Kvyat for being fit, ready to play, to be dropped into the Everton game and then dropped
brilliant
into the Real Madrid game and he's played so well. So well. That's a great tackle from Saliba. Raya, hurry it up, man. We can't afford you to be sent off right about now.
Yes, Garfield, we beat PSG 2-0.
Yeah, and it
Yeah,
wasn't
but
even
we
close.
didn't. We didn't. Let's put a bit of context on it.
I'm gonna match your context.
No, don't get me wrong. It was a good.
5-0. It could have been 5-0.
It could have been. No. I mean, when we played them was just before they went on this run when we beat them.
Yeah.
So they're a much more well-oiled machine. Kurtzwiller is looking so dangerous, man.
Yeah,
He
I
goes
agree,
in, he goes out.
But
It's not going to be an easy game, that one.
Lewis, remember what I said about defense and offense? Offense
Oh,
sells you
yeah.
tickets, defense wins championships.
I know.
I mean, look,
I agree.
I mean, look, over 2 legs, we're in the 84th minute now. We've given Real Madrid a goal. Outside of that, they don't even look like they're scoring against Arsenal. We've literally gifted them that 1 goal. And we're talking about the best attacking front 4 in Europe.
What was that? What was
No,
Danny
I get you.
Ceballos doing with that cross? He should have taken
Good.
a shot.
No, we don't want him taking a shot. Let him make these poor decisions.
Yeah,
Garfield says
finally.
different team. Yeah, it doesn't matter how different
Finally
they
get
are.
that card out.
We are showing you in this game and last week how good our defense
Thomas
is.
Partey got yellow now.
Who? Partey?
Why, man?
Yeah.
Look, Declan Rice is having a go at Thomas Partey, saying, "What are you doing getting involved there?"
He don't miss the next game, does he?
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
I think he is.
Rudiger should have been off, man.
Declan Rice was
Alaba could have.
mad at Thomas Partey.
Alaba could have walked as well today. Quite a few of their players.
Partey misses the next match.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man!
That's
Guys,
the reason why.
no, that's he's got to be off for that. Look at that. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Every time, man. Every time.
Is
He's headbutted it. The VAR ain't looking at that.
Well, yeah. So,
Oh, mate.
Partey needed the rest anyway.
against
we
PSG, that's
wanna
going to be a problem.
we wanna hope that Calafiori is fit for that game. You can put him there and then put Skelly in where Party was.
That's going to be a problem. I honestly, I'd rather put Declan Rice there, and then put Moreno at the 8, and then
Now, who'd you
maybe
put in the 9?
Saka, and then put Waneri on the right. I'm not bending on my defense, bro. We're talking about PSG right now. Yeah, I don't trust that one at all.
You were saying that we was going to beat them pretty much a few minutes ago.
But Thomas Partey, bro, I've said Thomas Partey is the best transitional midfielder in Europe. You take him out, and that's a huge hole in Arsenal. That's a massive hole. There is
Sometimes
no
you
one
just
in
got.
Europe who can do what Thomas Partey
Well
does.
played, Arsenal. Well played.
Oh, now we decide that Now we decide we want to clear the ball and not
Why
take
didn't we
risks.
just take Partey off? Oh my God!
For
Somebody
who? Who was
said
on the
that.
bench?
Somebody about 10 minutes ago, someone said, "Why don't we take Partey off?" Oh man!
But you know what? He looked like he's had a blinding game, and he wasn't getting into any dangerous situations. So he was managing. The one in midfield I was worried about was Rice.
Something he didn't need to get involved with.
Yeah,
Just stay clear. Got the free kick. Job done.
Declan Rice just ripped into Partey.
I would as well.
Yeah,
I would as well.
I mean, Real Madrid has offered us nothing. In 4 games against Arsenal in the Champions League.
Stay down. Take your time, man.
D-Dub says Rice, Timber, Martinelli, and someone else will a yellow. 1 yellow away from suspension.
Yeah, it was Partey. It was Partey.
Yeah, Partey.
Man, you literally got like 5 minutes left to get involved in stupidness like that, and he should know better. He's an experienced player.
Yeah. D says Rice, Timber, Martinelli, man. Someone else, 1 yellow from suspension. Yeah, get them off before this gets a bit silly. Who steps in? As I said, put Rice at the 6, put Moreno at the 8, and then and work your front 3. You can put Trossard up top or Saka up top. That's what I would do.
Are we home or away in the next leg? In the next round, sorry.
Good question. I hope that we're away first.
I know it's the 29th of April.
But yeah,
the first leg will be at home.
That's a Tuesday, isn't it?
Hold on, because we're a higher seed than them, right? Hold on a second. Yeah, we're a higher seed. Yeah.
Anyone taking bets on the 06 final?
What are you doing, Martinelli, with your life?
I think so. The away fans are loving it. You've only come to see the Arsenal. They're singing. Same for Garfield.
Oh, good save, Raya. Good save, Raya.
Yeah, even when they get past everything, they still got to get past them.
Routine save.
Yeah,
could throw your cap on that one, innit, Gary?
Moreno has been a monster today. Moreno has absolutely been a monster today.
He's been everywhere. He has been everywhere.
Guys,
I'm happy for the guy.
Guys, it's 90 minutes, and I think we can all say now that Arsenal are through to the semi-final. 5 minutes added. Rich Post says the only thing that could be that he gets the rest before returning to the PSG in the second leg. Imagine PSG.
Real Madrid scored. Oh! That looks a lot wider than that. Looks closer on the TV.
It was close. Yeah, it was Hendrick, wasn't it? It was Hendrick.
Yeah.
Yeah. PSG
that's
being
well
more
wide.
attacking flair team. Our defense, as Apollo says, will Dembele, yeah. It's gonna be a good game, bro. I just think that defensively we got too much for them. I just think that defensively, I think we got too much for them.
Well, my concern with the PSV matchup is Wittner in midfield. The guy's been outstanding this year.
Yeah,
I don't worry
With
about
that party, it's going to be a challenge.
Declan Rice is going to pocket him.
yeah. That's
Watch.
why we have to
Declan
have
Rice
at the
will
sticks.
pocket him.
This is where you,
He will pocket him.
need the dirty Declan Rice who does the dirty work.
Jorginho is out for the season, bro. Broken ribs.
Yeah, cracked ribs. Yeah, cracked his
broken
ribs.
No,
Yeah,
you have to
Jorginho
have-
hopefully could step in. They're saying.
Who's that?
D Dubs was saying that hopefully Jorginho could step in. Send it.
Nah, he's done for the season.
He's out for the season. He's got broken ribs, Vince. He's out for the season.
Send it. Must shoot.
Nah, corner. Go to the corner. We ain't got.
Oh, the guard shoots. It's saved. Tipped over the butt. Oh no, it's caught by Cortez. It's the one time Odegaard gets a shot on target.
It's on his right foot.
Yeah.
He's done well to work the opportunity. To be fair,
He's had a much better second half, Odegaard, considering everybody was slapping him up, including me in the first half.
This is football.
Martinelli, 2-1. Come on!
Wow. Wow.
Hello what? Hello what? Hello what? Hello what?
That's the counter attack. Look at Martinelli running from 70 yards. He gets the ball.
Yeah,
He's
man.
He's still got a defender, but he outpaces the defender and slips it past the goalkeeper. It's done.
Oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful goal. So did I, Gary. So did I.
Brilliant.
Yes, you did.
And do you know what? Do you know? Get out of here, man.
Guys, do you have any idea? We have beaten Real Madrid over 2 legs.
Home and
5-1.
away.
5-1,
Home and away.
guys.
Do you know what? Martinelli needed that goal. He needed that goal for his self-confidence, just to say,
Wow.
I can still do it. Yeah. All this PR that you lot done, shut up, man. Get out of here.
Is that Moreno?
You ain't nothing to us.
Is that Moreno? Yes, Moreno again. Moreno again with the through ball.
Champions League beard stays.
Yeah. So does Moreno get 2 assists?
Yeah.
Yep, he does.
Wow, he does. He does.
Beautiful.
Keep telling you guys about
Beautiful.
Moreno. Keep telling you guys about Moreno. Quietly had an absolutely fantastic game.
Hala Madrid,
That's
nothing.
the counter attack.
Remontada, nothing.
See, guys, if Odegaard had better temperament, the balls that he was not playing in the first half, we would have had more goals. That was our game plan. Our game plan was to play counter-attack. Vincey is absolutely booming at the moment. Counter-attacking football, guys. That's what we came here to play.
Can I just say, Apollo, that I told people in the group, just chill, man. We're in control of this time. But this, but that. Don't play into this media hand. Like, actually look at the game for yourself and see how good we are as a defensive unit. I always knew that we'd be like this.
It's because
Always.
defense wins championships. So guys, we've got Zinchenko, Ben White is on, Zinchenko's on,
And Kieran Tierney.
Kieran Tierney's on as well.
Well done, Rice.
Brilliant.
You deserve every.
Rice is my man of the match, man. Although I have to say Moreno was close.
I think Moreno's very close. Zinchenko. Not Zinchenko.
5-1.
Skelly.
Aggregate. 5-1.
Wow.
You might as well open your roof, guys. Game done. Open the roof.
The rice is cooked now.
Did you see that comment, didn't it?
Who hungry? Who hungry? Who hungry?
I see how he took Timber and Rice off straight away. so they don't do nothing.
Kill the
stupid.
clock, innit? Yeah, kill the clock as well. Come on, ref.
Brilliant.
That's time.
Game done, man. Game done. It's finished.
Yeah.
Get in. Come on.
Another goal.
Come on.
I feel really
Come
sorry.
on.
They've had nothing over 180 minutes of football. We've had to
Yeah.
give them a goal.
Come on. Oh, look at this.
Brilliant.
Beautiful.
Brilliant.
Beautiful finish. Yeah.
The man just said men against boys.
The beer tastes sweet tonight. The beer tastes sweet tonight.
Man just said
Cheers,
men
lads.
against boys.
Cheers.
Look at those
See you in the
beautiful
next
Spanish mammies. Look at those beautiful Spanish mammies. Gary, let's try and pick one out for you.
No, I'm good, bro.
round.
It's party time now, guys. I'm going to have my piece and then I'm going to do the player ratings. But I have to say, 5-1 over 2 legs against the best team in the world and the defending champions. That is a statement.
And we gifted them a goal.
And we gifted them that goal. Otherwise, it would have been... And Saka missed the penalty as well. This is Arteta ball, guys. This is the house that Mikel Arteta built. And it's a shame because big respect to Edu, who's not here anymore. He has every much to do with building this Arsenal team. But it's on to the semi-finals we go. And what an absolutely outstanding performance. Defensive monster performance. This is why I'm talking about Inter Milan, because, you know, they've got a great defense over there at Milan. But the difference is they have strikers as well. And I can see if Arsenal, you know, if they bag Nicole Williams and Gyökeres, who no doubtly both of those players are watching this game. And if you bag one of those guys and you strengthen your front line with the fortitude and that this team has in defense, I think that they can walk the Premier League next season. But listen, congratulations over these 2 legs. Arsenal, guys, have arrived. A lot of people were saying we finished second. We keep getting knocked out in the quarterfinals. We're a runners-up team in the league. We can't get over the big one. Tonight, they proved everybody wrong. Arsenal finally getting over the big one, and now it's all to play for. Vincey, over to you, bro.
Guys, tonight's speech just been... I'm kind of lost for words because this is the type of performance that I needed to see Arteta manufacture, players go out and produce, and the manner over 2 legs, the way we've destroyed Real Madrid. Finally, I can say, and it's official, I believe in Arteta ball. Finally, this was, for me, tonight, was the crowning moment for me to see the adjustments that the team could make. And they put a performance at the Bernabeu and beat Madrid and matched them. Every single thing that Madrid tried and threw at us, we were better. Tony's going to, I don't know if Tony's or someone's going to go through the stats, but you're going to go through and you're going to see Arsenal match them in every single department. Complete, total annihilation. And the crowning moment was Martinelli. Martinelli, that run that he took and the way the guys, the vision, Rice, Marino, and playing that ball, beautiful. Absolutely. That's the way I want to see Arsenal go out and play against these top teams. Love it.
Gary, what's your thoughts on the game, mate?
Thoughts on the game, mate? Let me say, it was a thoroughly professional performance over both legs. Absolutely blew them away at the Emirates. They had nothing to offer in attack. Our defence was solid.
Oh, sorry, guys. Hold on. Declan Rice is talking.
It's a historic night for this club. We have an objective in this competition. We want to play the best teams and we want to win this competition. And there was a lot of talk coming here about them coming back because they've done it so many times before. But we had so much belief and confidence from that first leg that we had enough to come here and win the game and not just win the game. We knew we was going to suffer, but we knew we was going to win. And then, yeah, we had it in our mind, and then we done it in real life. So, yeah, what a night for the club.
Miles, come in here. I mean, what a season you've had, period. But how was your first experience at the Bernabeu?
It was incredible. Honestly, when you see it on TV, it's a lot different to when you come live. So when I first walked out, it's a lot, you know, but you've got to take in a moment and have fun, you know.
You are Champions League semi-finalists. This is the first time that Arsenal have done this since 2009. We've spoken about creating your own history, but what does that mean to you all?
It's massive, you know. I sensed it before I signed to the club that we was on an upward trajectory as a club, and you know I felt it in the players we've got and the direction we want to go in. It's been tough in the Premier League because we lost that last year on a point. This year it slipped away from us, but in this competition we've done amazingly well, and this club's going to do special things over the next few years. We all fully believe it. We have full trust in this manager. He's unbelievable, and we've got players like him coming through, Ethan, other young lads who really want it as well. So we've got a real good mix, and like you said, semi-finals is massive for us, and we just want to take tonight in because we want to take it one step at a time. Now PSG next, who are an amazing team.
Well, let's face it, guys, it was never going to be a low-key evening tonight, was it, when you come and play here? Just talk us through some of the emotions in that first half, especially for you. Who wants to take this one? Okay, Miles, come on.
We can say it one more time, please.
Just the emotions of that first half that you went through. It was never going to be a low-key game. Obviously, the penalty didn't quite go your way, and then Deck will get to you and what happened to Kylian.
Yeah, it's incredible. You know, the fans, they don't make it easy for us, but as a team, we know it's going to be like this when we came. So as long as we stuck together and, you know, keep backing each other through the highs and lows, we'll be fine.
5 minutes it took for that VAR check in that first half.
I knew it wasn't a penalty. Look, don't get me wrong, I had my arm on him, but you have to do that in the box. You have to try and stop him. Someone was going to let him go, but I knew it wasn't a pen. I'm an honest guy. I said to him straight away, and I said to Vasquez, it's not a pen, and I would admit, if I pulled him down, I would say, hey, he just fell to the floor, and it wasn't a pen, and I was fully confident it would get overturned, and we just had to stay calm. We was a bit naive again at times. We just had to control the game a little bit better. But in the end, we've got the job done, and it's, like I said, it's a historic night for the club. And yeah, honestly, I'm lost for words. It's just very special.
Very quickly, PSG.
Yeah, top team. Played them once already. We feel like they're a different team to back then. We've seen what they can do, but also we see what Villa done to them last night and caused them a lot of problems. So, look, we'll be working hard. We now have to go to Ipswich on Sunday, which is going to be a tough game because we want to secure that, keep going, and keep winning matches in the Prem, and then also, like you said, focus on this competition.
Yeah, well, massive congratulations. Enjoy.
Excellent, guys. Excellent. Right, who did I stop talking? Was it Gary?
Yeah. Yes, as I said, thoroughly professional performance over both legs. Blew them away at the Emirates. We was defensively so strong in the first leg. They had nothing to offer us going forward. We snubbed at everything they threw at us. Come here, I say there's been a lot of chat all week about Hala Madrid and remontada, and we're going to close the roof, and motivational speeches from Ronaldo and videos, this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, I was saying on social media that there isn't no team like Arsenal. There's no team that play the way we play. We're a solid defensive unit from front to back. It's not like, yeah, they may have blown City away, but City don't defend like we defend. We're taking defending to a whole new level. You know, every single player out there comes and they all do their job. Not one person lets the team down, and that's shown over the two legs. Even the goal they scored today, we gave them that goal. If it wasn't for that mistake, they had no hope of scoring. No hope. So I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased for Arteta. I'm so pleased for the players. PSG in the next round. Let's go do the same to them, and let's make the final, and let's go win this competition.
Over to you, Lewis. What's your thoughts on the game overall? And I can confirm the first leg will be on Tuesday, April the 29th at Arsenal. And then the return leg on Tuesday, the 6th of May in Paris. Go on, Lewis.
I mean, there's not much more I can add to what Tone, yourself, and Gary have said. It's just very surreal. it's that feeling. Can we do something special in this competition? You know, all the stats, everything's pointing to we can, but at the end of the day, we still got another 2 games, potentially 3 games to go. And, you know, it's going to take a momentous effort for us to get through this next set of games unscathed. Hopefully we don't pick up any injuries and go into the PSG game at home with, you know, a fully fit squad and as strong as possible, because they're going to need everybody, all hands on deck. I'm really happy for Saka. You know, tonight's game could have gone a lot differently after that penalty miss, but you know, he didn't let it get to him, and he eventually come up and scored one of the crucial goals in the game. Martinelli tonight, he's kind of showing little bits of what he used to be like, where he's a little bit more direct, a little bit more free flowing. He's not really, you know, under the restraints of having to keep passing. And for him to pop up at the end and score the winning goal for us to beat Real Madrid at home, I'm really pleased for him. And I hope that he uses this now to go on and get a little clutch of goals, because he definitely deserves it. But overall, I'm happy for the fans that went out there as well, you know, and just happy for everybody. It's just a brilliant moment to witness history. You know, we smashed Real Madrid 15 times winners of this competition, 5-1 on aggregate, and beat them on their own patch.
That's incredible.
And it wasn't just like a little 1-0. It was total dominance in both games.
Yeah,
and all the rival fans right now are going to be spitting feathers and sour as grapes right now, because they were all rooting for Real to beat us tonight and go through. But you knew 3-goal lead, it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, look, I'm just elated at the moment, and so much to talk about, so much analysts to cover, and I'm so happy for Mikel Arteta. I really am, and it gives us so much. A lot of people saying the league is over, and ask Tony and Gary. From November, I was saying Arsenal were going to win the Champions League. And the only reason why in January I said we might not do it is because of us losing Havertz. But I always felt that this was something that was winnable. And as time goes on, I'm starting to regain the momentum of belief that we can win it. I just feel so good about where we are. Vincey, what's your analysis of the game, in your opinion?
I think we saw Arteta grow in these 2 legs, in the way he set the team up. He got it spot on with his substitutions. We grew up tonight. We grew up. I think we've learned from some of our performances against Man City, and you know, and I know in the first leg we did a really great job, but I'm looking at tonight, and again, the pace of the ball movement, precision, the tackles, the focus. Arsenal is Arteta, and if you see the way how he's got a handle on every single thing. The players were focused for the duration of the game and put a performance that champions do. And for me, I'm just overwhelmed by the performance. You know, I'm not a stat man, but as I said before, if you see the stats, Arteta will be happy. We dominated. We had more possession than Real Madrid in their backyard, and we gifted them a goal. And McManaman's right. You know, we've got to save it tonight. We've got a big job. We've got to now go on and win this tournament. And if we do win this tournament, you're going to look back at this leg. We dethroned the champions, guys, in a manner that no
Yeah,
one
big time.
the manner that no one expected us, and that for me is it shows to you the levels of what this team can do. Ranieri didn't even get on the pitch. He didn't even get on the pitch.
Yeah, he didn't even get on the pitch. Yeah. So, guys, just before I go into all the details, right now the favourites for the Champions League is Barcelona at 11-5, then Arsenal at 11-4, pretty much a match on Barcelona. Then PSG at 23-10, and then Inter at 9-2. So, if anybody was wondering what the odds are, those are the odds. Let's have a look at the tail of the tape now. Tail of the tape, you can see here, guys. Arsenal 11 shots, Real Madrid 18 shots, but 3 on target, and some of them were desperate. Arsenal had twice the amount of shots on target, and quite frankly, Quartas pulled us a couple of good saves, 2 from Martin Odegaard actually. 22 touches in the box for Arsenal, 34 from Madrid. At half time for Madrid, I think that was 14. So obviously they pushed on more towards it in the second half. Just a dominant defensive display from Arsenal. And guys, that was without Arsenal's best player. Yeah, in terms of Gabriel, their best defender. So player ratings. I'm going to give David Ray a 7. I was going to give him an 8. But I felt a bit. I don't think his distribution wasn't as good as it was last week, and I don't know. I need to look at the events of that Saliba. I don't think he had any issue in the Saliba goal. Although, if Vinny Jr. was that close to him, why would you give him the ball? I don't think that was an issue because really Saliba should have known he was there, or another defender should have shouted out "man on." Nobody seemed to have said nothing and just left Saliba standing on an island, and then his pockets were picked. So, do you give it in another situation? Saliba senses that danger, then moves the ball on. So, is that really Ray's fault? The question should be asked. But I thought he had little to do. He kept his cool. For me, it was coming to collect the crosses, which I talk about all the time. Then he denied Brahim Diaz in injury time. I thought that was a good stop. So, yeah, overall, another strong game. Urian Timber, guys, I just want to say, Urian Timber got a 9 last week, and this week he's going to get another 9. He just does not want to give Vinicius Jr. an inch. Not an inch. And you can't fault him for the goal. It wasn't his fault. But outside of that, he kept Vinicius Jr. at bay again. The best winger, yeah? People say it's Salah. People say it's Vinny Jr. The guy should have really won the Ballon d'Or, if I'm honest. And then Timber, over 2 games, just made him look like a pup. It just made him look like a pup. And if you've got someone who is doing that, you're talking Lauren Invincible levels, and that's where he is. And what is he, 22, 23 years old? Come on, man. Awesome performance. Saliba, even though Saliba gave the mistake, I'm still going to give him an 8 because he was outstanding in terms of his defending with Mbappe. Frequently just dispossessing Mbappe every time he came into the box. Commanding 2, he had 6 clearances and didn't give Mbappe an inch. It's just a shame he gave away the goal because he took, who was quite frankly Mbappe, the best player in the world. He completely took him out of the game. Just lacked that little composure on the goal though. But I'm still going to give him an 8 because of the job he done against Mbappe. Kivior, I'm going to give him an 8 as well. Solid game with Kivior. Took everything that was thrown at him, dealt with the crosses as well, lots of clearances. He actually hasn't had a bad game since Gabriel's been gone. Everybody feared, oh no, our season's over. And he's been rock solid. And this is who he is, guys. Remember, I said to Gary last week, remember when we had problems at left back and he stepped in for 7 games at left back. And he didn't put a foot wrong, playing out of position. Well, guess what, guys? Now he's playing his position. and you can see what he's worth. And I told you guys when he was in Italy, he was playing against Ronaldo when Ronaldo was against Juventus. Ronaldo never had a sniff, and it was because of this guy. Internationally against Poland as well, very strong player. Kivior's a good player. Some people are saying sell him in the summer. I don't know why you would. I don't know why you would sell Kivior in the summer. Miles Lewis Skelly, guys, I'm going to give him a 7.5. Not as influential as he was last week, but he continues to look at home on the big stage, man. I mean, he's not afraid to give you muscle in defense. He's not afraid to carry the ball forward. He had a physical matchup today with Rudiger, and it was unfortunate that Rudiger didn't get a red card for stamping on his chest. But those are the under-boy tactics you got to do to try and shake Skelly out of his game. Thomas Partey, no, I'm going to go to Odegaard. Odegaard, again, I should bump him up to a 6.5. So last week I gave Odegaard a 6. And today I'm going to give Odegaard a 6.5. I thought offensively he failed to influence the game. Let's just call it what it is. If it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. So, but defensively, guys, organizing the press, controlling the gap play, his work rate was excellent. He ran down blind alleys and was really defensively only outshone by one player, which was Declan Rice and maybe Timber. But I thought he was excellent, again, involved in the build-up for the goal. So I'm going to give him, I should give him a 7, but you know what? I'm going to give him a 7. I'm just going to give him a 7. I'm going to give him a 7. Sorry about that, guys. I don't normally do corrections while I'm talking. It's just that when I'm contextualizing, I'm talking about all the things which relates to their scores. And so when you look at the flip side of offensively, yes, but then defensively, you got to balance that up. Thomas Partey, guys, he got an 8 last week, and he gets another 8, man. Just, 3 crunching tackles on Jude Bellingham in the first half just really summed him up. Bellingham was like, I don't want no part of that. And you know what's funny? I didn't see Bellingham in the middle of the park after Partey had them 3 tackles on him, He was nowhere to be seen. Bellingham said, no, man, you know what? I'd just rather go support my wingers. That's the kind of man he is. Combative, clinical, on point, stress-free. Makes it look so easy. Man is dialed into number 5, He's only half effort because he makes it look so easy. Just textbook midfield transitional play. I think he's the best in Europe at it. I've seen a lot of football, watched a lot of players. And there are players like Rodri who are different. I'm talking about transition. I'm talking about receiving the ball from your defense, keeping possession, not losing the ball, and then moving the ball forward. And he's just elite at that. They're just nobody better. He's just so good. Declan Rice last week, he got a 10. Am I pushing it, giving him a 10 for today? You know what? I might be pushing it. Let me give him a 9.5. Yeah. No, I think I'm pushing it. What a display. I mean, you guys talk about Braveheart. You talk about Stallion. You talk about all these different things. He took Bellingham out of the game just like he did last week, denying him in one-on-one challenges, second chances, consistently broke up Real Madrid's attacks, influential on the ball offensively and defensively. Just Declan Rice is the man. It's brilliant. 100 million, guys. We got him for half price. I'm going to move to Martinelli. Martinelli, I thought today was very, very good, man. Much better than he was last week. 2 second-half chances, both on his left foot, by the way. Was a little hesitant on the first one, I think. But he pulled out a good save of Courtois as well. Just commendable in his shift. Dropping back to always support Miles Lewis Skelly. And it made no mistake when he was sent through clean on the counter-attack. Really, really good game by Martinelli. And you know what, guys? He's been on form for a while now. He's put through 3 or 4 games where he's just been at that level, which he hasn't been, quite frankly, for the whole season. And so just brilliant from him to see hit form and peak right at the time that we need him. Next up is Saka. Man, what were you thinking on the penalty, bro? But listen, you made up for it with that unbelievable run between the defenders and just a cool dink finish, which any striker would be proud of. You redeemed yourself. I'm going to give you an 8, bro. Mikel Merino, he gets an 8.5. 2 assists for Moreno. Very influential defensively and offensively. Linked well with Odegaard and Rice. And his through ball for Saka, perfectly weighted. And look, not a lot of people are going to talk about him, but I think he was brilliant today. And then Mikel Arteta's going to get another 10. He got a 10 from me last week. He get a 10 from me this week. I don't give 10s out this easily, man. But Mikel, you're making it difficult for me to not do it. And that's me. Over to Vincey. Vincey's looked like he's been waiting patiently. So I give it to the most patient guy. Vincey, you got the conch.
Man, I'm not even going to add to them scores, man. I'm just salivating. I'm seriously, I'm just salivating on the performance tonight. This is what I've always wanted. I want to see football. You know, I want to see football at pace. You know, you're going to have a team that's going to be dangerous against you. Timber. Do you know what? It's very hard to rate. It's very hard to rate these guys on the performance tonight because run ragged, getting kicked at the times. Yes, the penalty. Saka, you know what I mean? He got through the adversity again in the match, put the performance in. The guy's only just come back from injury. Doing that, you know, yeah, we were on Partey's back because he got involved, but you know what? You can see the mentality of the team. They're there together. They're in the fight. So that's why he went to go and do what he did. You know, we're going to miss him, but you know what? That's showing you the togetherness and the belief in this team. But guys, Miles Lewis Skelly.
He's the truth.
Levels, man, levels.
He is.
I got past the punch, man. My nervous system all day. You don't understand. I'm gonna take this. No, seriously, it ain't no joke. I'm gonna take this moment. The reason why I haven't been on is I have a brain injury, and processing is very difficult whilst my nervous system is on fire. Adrenaline gives me pain. So you can imagine watching Arsenal is painful. So sometimes I'm having to be silent. And even now it's like I'm fighting it. But it's just a delight to see Arsenal play football in this manner.
And it's a delight to share these experiences with you, which is why I've said to you, even if you feel 50%, you know, I mean, I know I overdo it and I've got to be good and I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to, you know, I know Gary and Tony's got my back, so I'm trying to be better. And, but it's hard, man. And sometimes, like, I'll come on and I'll say I'll try not to do too much and I end up screaming my head off. And then I've got Mrs. Campbell. I got Miss Campbell to go and answer to when the game's finished. But it's just having you around, and you, Lewis, as well, just to share the experience, the highs and the lows. It's a camaraderie thing, and it's what we do at 101. That's what we're famous for, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful night. I'm gonna pass the conch, man. I'm gonna pass it.
Right, Lewis,
I mean,
you got the conch because Gary looks like he's on the Matrix right now.
Yeah, just to kind of touch on the last point that you made about being on the show and stuff. Like, as you know, if you follow me on my Facebook and stuff like that, I'm still actively playing football. I didn't think it would be possible after, you know, suffering my ACL injury and then redoing it twice. So a lot of the time, if Arsenal play late on a Saturday or Saturday afternoon, it's a little bit more difficult to get on, because my love for the game, for me actually wanting to play, is still the fire's still there in my belly. And Saturday just gone, we won the league, which is, you know, another accomplishment that I never thought would be possible as a vet. Let me just add that in, as a vet. And and it's just, I love being on the show. And I just want to take the opportunity to say thank you to Apollo for giving me the opportunity to come on and for me to share how I see Arsenal. So thank you, Apollo, for everything that you do for us on one-on-one, man. It's much appreciated.
Nice one, bro.
I probably won't change too many of the scores. I think Skelly deserves a bit more of a score. What did he get? What did you give him? An 8? What did you give him? No, I think he gets an extra half point just for the fact that it's his first time playing at a hostile environment.
Hold on, guys. Let's listen to Arteta. Oh, what just happened?
We are really hungry. We want more. It's a really young team that is very determined, and all these experiences, including me, for sure, is going to help us a lot to try to achieve something big.
Mikael, Maka was saying, of course, he's won this thing 2 times already. It's only a quarter final, by the way. But last year's quarter final, we went out to Bayern Munich, and in that first leg, we didn't seem to know whether to attack or to sit. The game was 2-2, and this time round, you were so emphatic in that first game. How much have you learned? Are you learning in the Champions League?
That's what Vinci said.
Through last season.
Are you questioning your tactics last year, are you?
It's a difficult situation. Trying to be negative. First games at home.
It's a positive night.
Well, I think last season, we started doing really well against Bayern, and then we made 2 crucial mistakes that cost us the penalty and a really sloppy goal. And then, we started to doubt a little bit how to play the next game, and especially the second game against Bayern. I don't think it was good enough. Today, I think, and the game in London, we had a very different mindset. I think we had full belief that we could beat this team, that we could be better than that, we could dominate them. But then you have to do it, and the players did it.
And the semi-final, you've already faced PSG, of course, this year, but they look a different team now. How much are you looking forward to that game?
Yeah, I watched the game last night. Another crazy game. So anything can happen in this competition. They're an incredible team. I know the manager really, really well. And let's enjoy tonight and let's start to think about that one soon.
And it must be special for you being an old team as well.
Yeah,
the fact
he played for PSG.
You've beaten them this year.
It is, and we have the experience of that. But as you said, I think they are a different team now. They are an incredible run at the moment. But as well for us. So I think we showed tonight that we can compete against any team.
So on one of the individual players, I know you'd like to talk as a collective more, but Declan Rice over the 2 legs I thought was absolutely outstanding. The investment you guys have had in him, it looks like a slip right now.
Yeah, I think tonight he was immense. I think he turned the game around. The moment that the game was 50-50, he got the ball, he turned the game. I think he was immense today. I think he made a difference in the time.
Lewis Skelly has to be mentioned as well, by the way. I'm sorry. He can't. I'm looking at his passport. He's not 18.
And Timber.
Can't be 18.
That's what Vinci said. Vinci said Lewis Skelly.
I've got to ask you, you talked about being on the touchline here, and you with your Catalan roots and having played for Barcelona, you're probably not that liked it, but they quite like you at PSG. That's going to be a very different experience, isn't it?
It is going to be. They had a wonderful time there, but now the mindset is going to be to prepare well and go through. We want to be in that final. We're going to have to work so hard and do a lot of good things against that team, but we are certainly capable of doing it.
It's been an incredible night for you. Really huge congratulations from all of us.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Go on, Lewis. I just absolutely love it, man. I love it.
Man, I don't think I could add any more to the scores that are there. I might slightly mark Saliba down just for the fact that he had more than enough time to clear the ball. Ray really should know when to play a ball like that. It wasn't the right time. So for me, it was a combination of both of them were at fault for the goal. I know people will dissect it and say this and that, but at the end of the day, your defensive unit, you as a keeper can see everything, and you should know when to just, do you know what, we're up, let me just take this thing out of the game. Do you know what, Saliba, get out of here, get up, get everybody up. Because at the end of the day, Ray is in charge of that situation, but obviously the boys are there to play a certain way, and he's tried to do that. But we can overlook that because the response after that was the one that you want. They didn't lose their heads, right? Arsenal of old would have lost their heads after conceding a goal like that and capitulating completely. We're definitely seeing a different mentality monster in this Arsenal side now. They are drawing upon the experiences over the last couple of seasons, and they're focusing it into this Champions League, which, you know, you look at the competition, it's just suiting us to a T, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm really, really happy for Moreno. I know a lot of people, there was a lot of and ahhing about him. I was one of those. And I want players to prove me wrong. And so far, since he's played as the 9 in the Havertz role, we'll call it, he's excelling. I never knew he could be such a crucial part. And, you know, we're not actually missing Havertz right now. Kivior deserves all the flowers that he gets over the last 2 games. He has been absolutely brilliant. He understands his role in the team. And when he's called upon, he gives 120% each and every time, which is really nice to see, because some players that are fringe players, they're like, oh, do you know what? I might not give it my all, but he's really buying into the ethos that's being set by Arteta. I mean, what can you say about Lewis Skelly? That guy is just, I never knew how good he was, because all the talk was about Ethan. And then when you see Skelly, I'm like, okay, then I kind of see, but I'm not quite sure. And then since he's taken his chance at left back in this Arsenal team, he has outshone Wanyeri in so many ways. He belongs in this team so much. And it's so nice that we've given 2 Arsenal Academy graduates the opportunity to be a part of this. And it must be a very special journey for both of them. Even though Ethan's not getting as many minutes now, he has to look back at it and say, do you know what? I'm still doing my part. You know, Saka was out, he came in and he was scoring goals and he was facilitating and he was looking hungry. But yeah, man, each and every one of them tonight should be proud of the job that they've done. But it's still not finished. And they should stay hungry for more. You know, use these next games in the league to build themselves up for PSG.
And Gary, you got the conch. Gary, when I spoke to Gary 2 weeks ago, I said to him, I've got some good news to tell you about Havertz, but I don't really want to say anything. And about 72 hours after I said that, the news broke. And as you guys know, I try to protect my sources as much as possible, but I have heard quite a lot. I got another message this morning saying that Havertz's latest scan is really, really good. And he's actually on point to come back 2 games before the end of the season. I know officially they're saying, and I'm not getting Zoe into trouble for this because it's already out, but the feeling is that they're following the same pattern as they did with Saka. So after light training, which is 2 weeks, isn't it? So what are we now? So the date that I was given. Yeah, the date that I was given was the 28th of April. Is when he goes into heavy training. That's when the medical team will sign him off and he's handed over to Mikel, and then it's up to Mikel what he does with him. So he's really making good strides. However, guys, we have to take haste that with these injuries, there's 40% chance of setbacks. Saka didn't have a setback. Odegaard didn't really have one either. So there's still a chance that something would pop up and reoccur. So it's just really good news on Havertz at the moment now. Gary, over to you.
Yeah, so I think good ratings all round so far. I'm going to probably add to the scores. David Raya, I said at the time, and like Lewis just alluded to, we've just gone 1-0 up. You've got the ball in your gloves. Just slow it down. There's no need to rush to throw a ball out to anybody. That's the first mistake. Then Saliba takes the touch, and he never has that look over his shoulder to see if he's being pressed. He takes the touch, and before he knows it, Vinny Junior's on him, nicks the ball, and we give away a soft goal, which could have led to an almighty collapse. So Raya's the first mistake. I think apart from that, his distribution probably wasn't the greatest we've seen from him, but he made 2, what I would say, run-of-the-mill saves that didn't really trouble him. So solid performance, barring that one error which led to the goal. So 7 is a fair result for him. Jurriën Timber, listen, this guy has just come back from ACL. And the levels that he's performing at are just unbelievable. And add to that, with Ben White being out for like almost 4 months, he's had to play probably more than they would have liked. But he's just so solid. Everything he does, whether it's defending, whether it's attacking, he's aggressive, and he's just a phenomenal player. So I'm going to give him a 9.5. I thought he was absolutely over the 2 legs. He was absolutely fantastic against Vinny Junior, who's rated as one of the best wingers in world football, if not the best. And I agree with Apollo. He should have won the Ballon d'Or last season. On to Saliba. I thought he had a solid game, but then obviously he was at the second mistake was his for the goal, which was just really just dumb. And then after that, he kind of had a couple of little shaky moments where he was a bit all at sea, but then I thought he got his composure back, and for the rest of the game, he was solid. I'm going to give him an 8. Kirior, I'm going to give him a 9. I thought he was absolutely fantastic over these 2 legs. Yes, we was all worried when Gabriel done his hammy. And we've seen Kirior have some shaky games. But as I've said many times, when you're not playing, you're not up to speed of match play. Yeah, you can look good in training. Yeah, you can do all the training under the sun, but you're not playing games. And that's, for me, is the biggest nitpick I have with Arteta. Yes, Saliba and Gabriel are a fantastic partnership, but you have to share the workload around your squad. So when they're ready, when they're needed, they're ready to come in and play at a certain level. So that's something that going forward, that they just he needs to tweak a little bit more and get these fringe players more game time. Because in certain games, you don't need Saliba and Gabriel to be together. It's no coincidence that the 3 players that have pulled hamstrings, Saka, Havertz, and Gabriel, have played the most minutes of any of Arsenal players over the last few seasons. They were always going to break at some point. And the question for me was always, how bad are they going to break? Well, they broke pretty bad, 3 months, 4 months, and Gabriel obviously out for the rest of the season. So something for Arteta to think about, just to give these players a bit more rest in certain games. But I thought Kirill was absolutely outstanding. There was a couple of times when there was one corner and it come over and he was there and he gets his head in dangerously. There was another one where the ball come over the top and he gets the head on it, and then he has the presence of mind to follow the track of the ball and just head it back into Raya's arms. Cool, calm and collective. Excellent performance. Miles Lewis-Skelly. When we watched him at the under-21s, it was always, like Lewis said, it was always Ethan. But this kid, you could see, had something really special. And it's different when you're a midfielder to when you're a forward. There's different aspects of the game that you have to look at. And this kid doesn't have a weakness. The only weakness that you could probably say he has is sometimes he likes to do that shield move where he tries to roll the player with his body. And it's something that he has to kind of maybe check a little bit, because you don't want to give the ball away in silly positions. But he's just gone from strength to strength since he's been in the team, and stepping out at the Bernabeu as an 18-year-old kid. And he even said in the interview, when you see it on the TV, it looks different. When I come out, I had to like sort of take a deep breath and suck it all in. And then from that point on, he just enjoyed his game, and his game is solid. You know, he can run, he can beat people, he can tackle, he can pass. He is like a complete midfielder. Maybe we'll see him step into the 6, which is his natural position, 6 or 8, if Partey does leave. But I thought over the 2 legs against Rodrigo, you didn't even know Rodrigo was on the pitch. So I'm going to give Lewis Skelly a 9.5, just for the fact that he's an 18-year-old kid playing in his first breakthrough season, and you wouldn't know it. You just wouldn't know. Martin Odegaard, first half, he was not at the races, whether it's a case of trying too hard or just like overplay or just trying to not do the simple things. But in the second half, he stepped up. But what people fail to realise is, like, yes, he may not be doing the offensive side of the game, but everything he brings to the team, he leads the press. He always telling players, go here, go there, come here, come here, come here. And that is so important. What he brings to the team is so important. And when he was missing, we missed everything he brought to the team. He could have had a couple of goals in the second half, but he brought good saves out of Courtois. So I'm going to give Martin Odegaard a 7.5. Thomas Partey would have got a 9, but he got involved in stupidness 5 minutes for the end of the game and gets himself suspended. But Thomas Partey is a phenomenal football player. I think it was Apollo that said...
Is this Saka? Hold on.
Much different. I see them playing with much more confidence. And yeah, we watched them again last night and they were top. So yeah, we'll be ready. It'll be a big challenge, a very good match. But yeah, we'll be ready.
Can Arsenal win this?
Yeah, I like to believe that. And I think we can.
That was quick.
Bukayo Saka with the belief.
Yeah, go on, Gary.
Yeah, so Thomas Partey, I say, I think it was you that said, you know, what he does in a team, there is no one else that can do it. People like to say that Rodri's this and that, but Rodri can't do some of the things that Thomas Partey does. It's a shame that we're missing him in the first leg, but hopefully the team can still put in a decent performance and go through to the final or go through to the second leg where he'll be back available. But an 8 is a fair result. It would have been a 9 for me had he not got involved in stupidness. Declan Rice, I'm going to give him a 10. Another phenomenal performance from him. Jude Bellingham, had no answer to him. He shut Jude Bellingham down in 2 consecutive games. He ran the midfield. He gets involved in tackles. He gets forward. He delivers set pieces. He's looking more and more comfortable at Arsenal. Because don't forget, when you've been at a club like West Ham and you play the way that they play, and then you come to Arsenal and it's his second season, but it's a whole different way to learn how to play football, right?
That's why. Didn't you hear him say that? How much respect he's got for Arteta? And he said our manager is just brilliant. It's almost like he did.
It's like chalk and cheese.
Yeah.
But Rice has been saying that from day one, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's times when we're going to need the dirt that Declan Rice brings. Without Thomas Partey, if he plays a 6, he'll be there breaking up stuff. You know what I mean? Getting in his tackles, recycling the ball. And there's times when we'll need that. So I thought he was absolutely magnificent over these 2 games, Declan Rice. So I'm giving him a 10. And my man of the match, shame because Lewis Skelly would have got it if it wasn't for Declan Rice. Martinelli, I thought he had a somewhat quiet game. There's times when you just look at him and think, what the hell are you doing? And then there's times when you see him go on a run in the 94th minute and finish like, just like child's play to him. But I don't think there's any middle ground with Martinelli. He's either shocking or he's absolutely brilliant. He needs to find a middle ground where you get more things right than wrong. But a solid performance from him. I'm going to give him an 8. Bukayo Saka, done this with the penalty. I don't know what he's trying to do. I've never seen anyone trying to Panenka the ball to the side. Panenka straight down the middle. But in a game like this, you got a penalty in the 13th minute. Just just put it in the back of the net. Just hit it properly and put it in the back of the net. You know, that goal goes in after 13 minutes. It crushes Madrid, and they probably fall apart. But then he comes up in the second half with a brilliant run and a brilliant finish. So well done to him. Obviously, he's that kind of player that doesn't show, like, his mistakes that he makes. He doesn't show in his game. He just goes on to the next chance, and he took the next chance and put it away. So an 8 for him. Mikel Merino, I'm giving a 9.5, 2 assists. And I think the clever thing today with Merino is that he occupied the centre forward role when he had to. And when he didn't have to, he dropped into midfield to play the 8, to play the 6. Wherever he was needed, he was there. And that was, I don't know if that was the instruction from Arteta or if it's just something that Merino saw in the game. But brilliant performance from him. A lot of people give him some criticism. I was probably one of them, but he's proved to be an astute signing. He fills in at striker. He plays the 6. He plays the 8. He scores goals. He tackles. He gets assists. You know, he's a very, very important member of the squad. And Mikel Arteta, I'm going to give him an 11 over the 2 games. Over the 2 games, I think he's just got it spot on. He's built something really special at Arsenal. Yes, we've struggled in the league, but that's more due to injuries that we've sustained and loss of players for 3 months, 4 months, 3 months, you know, to different players. But full credit to him, and I'm really happy for him that he's got into this semi-final, and hopefully we can make it to the final and win it. Because I say the way that he's put this team together and the football that he has us playing is just out of this world. And it, like I said earlier on, you know, people talking about Madrid coming back against City, against Chelsea, against Liverpool, all these teams. But Arsenal are different levels. We defend as a complete unit, and you don't see teams defending like that. You know, so full credit to him and full credit to the players. Onwards and upwards. It's Sunday. Let's go there, get 3 points. Let's run up this second place, and let's go into PSG full of confidence. And hopefully we can get a win and then party back for the second leg, and we make it to the final where we'll smash Barcelona and get revenge for 2006.
Excellent, wonderful, guys. 18 saying Newcastle just 4 points behind Arsenal in third place. I kind of looked at that a couple of days ago thinking, is that possible? Because we've been thinking, let's get some distance. Yeah, we've been thinking, let's get some distance between us and Nottingham Forest. And yeah, wow. Cam saying that was the mismatch of the game, Gabriel versus Garcia. What was you guys' mismatch? I have to go for Jude Bellingham and Declan Rice. I have to go for that, mate, because that's the cog. If we don't win that, Madrid start to control the game. So if you can say Timber and Vinny, you can go all over the field. You can go Mbappe, Saliba. You can pretty much go anywhere you want. Right, guys. So let's close it down with final comments. That's it, guys. Over 2 legs, Real Madrid have lost to Arsenal. Arsenal just a monstrous team when they're playing at this level. Well organized, best defense in Europe, goals of quality. It took set pieces in the first game, but this game, no set pieces, just pure quality, and they made it look easy, and the holders have been dumped out. What a historic night for Arsenal. Vincey, your final comments?
I don't know how we're going to sleep tonight, man, because boy.
I'm buzzing, bro. I'm just watching the replay on YouTube on repeat.
I understand how we're going to sleep, but you know what? Tonight was a real blessing, and you know, it's been a while since I've been on. I've been nervous about coming back on, but tonight was Gary. Thank you for sending a message out early, and I had a sleep and I was able to get some rest to come on tonight. So it's a real privilege. Thank you all. It's beautiful to be with the family, the guys in the chat, the panelists, and for Arsenal to put performance tonight for Emerson on his birthday. He must be buzzing right now, and that's what we want. We want to see the guys putting in a performance, and we're in the semi-finals, and we deserve it. We beat the champions, and yeah, I'm just so proud of it, because this is, if we think about how Arteta won his first trophy, the FA Cup, he's doing it this season in the Champions League, and tonight he had to make, for these 2 legs, he's made tactical changes. Spot on. He's going to go back to the drawing board, and he's going to have to do it against PSG. But I've always said he's got it in him to do it, and he's done it over 2 legs. So pleased for him. Really, really pleased for him. Beautiful.
Excellent. Final thoughts, Lewis?
Do you know what? It was really nice to get a text message from my son to say that he watched the game. And he's not one to sit down and watch games of football. It's now piquing his interest. And for me, that is the real winner right there. You know, he's now asking me certain questions. Who we got next? When is the game? So for me, Arsenal, I can't thank you enough for piquing my son's interest in you, you know, and I'm glad that he's now starting to pick up on the passion that I have for the club. It's a historical night, and everyone going to be walking into work tomorrow with big beaming smiles. You're going to have rival fans coming up to you and patting you on the back. What I say is embrace it all and say, we told you so. We are coming for, we're going to do something special. I'm going to say it right now. We're going to do something very special this year.
Gary, your final thoughts on you?
Yeah, so I just want to say, great to have Vincey and Lewis on the stream tonight. It was excellent that they made it. Really miss guys. Try and get on a little bit more. I know sometimes it's difficult. I mean, even I suffer with my back, and my back's gone again, where I celebrated these 2 goals like it did last week. But yeah, it was brilliant to see you guys. Much love to you both. I think people don't forget that on this run in the Champions League, we smashed the champions of Spain, we smashed the champions of Portugal, we smashed the champions of Holland. So bring on whoever. We've already beat PSV, the champions of France. We fear no one. They should be fearing us. Yes, we can go all the way. Come on, you Gunners.
Right, guys, so that's it from us. I've left the link in the chat, guys, for you to go and enjoy, because the party is just getting started. Every week on YouTube, they do something what we call a hate-along. And a hate-along is where our rivals are watching us, waiting for us to fail. And it's been enjoyable watching the Spurs fans, the Chelsea fans, the Man United fans, the City fans all just dying, and the Real Madrid fans all just dying watching us win. So I've left this link in the description. Please click it, click on it, and then watch it after this stream and enjoy your evening. Peace out, everybody. We love you. PSG next. Nice one, guys.